Good evening. Gonna get YouTube going here. So give me just one moment and I'll be right with you. Okay. I think I got this. I think I figured it out. A lot of, I should have another light, I think. I haven't filmed in here at night before, so wasn't aware. Hopefully we are streaming over on YouTube. If anybody has the ability to check my YouTube, hey Tahir, and let me know if I'm streaming over there too, that would be great. It says I am, but I can't check. Oh wait, I think I can check on my iPad. How is everybody doing? Thank you all for joining. If you are my mods and you see Mezzo or Joel request up, please accept them up really quick. I just want to check this, see if I'm streaming live over there. It says upcoming. Thank you for all the shares, Beardsley. Am I live, Ligma? Am I live? Okay, I'm just checking my YouTube because I had to do it different. You know, when you change things. Am I live over here on YouTube? Somebody let me know. It says I'm streaming, but I don't know. Unless one of you guys tell me, I guess I'll never know. No, well, what can you do? I'll just have to upload this later, but I wanted to be live. If any of you who are in TikTok chat can go to my link in my bio for my YouTube and tell me if I'm live, I'd really appreciate that. Meanwhile, keep tapping your screen. Let's get up to 5,000 likes as quickly as possible. Also share out the live and why is it that way? I don't want it like that.
Uh-oh. You're not live though.
I'm not live on YouTube. I don't know why it's saying I'm streaming then.
Are you
Why?
on studio.youtube.com? Are you live?
I don't really even know what studio YouTube. I can't check my YouTube. Can't do that right now. I can't check anything for YouTube right now. On OBS it says I'm streaming. It's okay. Let's not worry about it. On with the show, you know? I don't know. It's the second time. I prepared it all ahead of time. Then I come in to do it. And when it's showtime, it doesn't stream.
Well, I was wondering if, like, if you don't have auto start turned on, then you got to go on YouTube to, like, hit go live on YouTube also.
Okay, I can see.
Yeah. Check. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Hello.
Mezzo's in the building.
Whoa.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, is it really loud?
No, it's like the right volume, I think.
It's about normal.
Yeah.
I want it to kind of hurt your ears a little.
Here, oh shit. Well, that's not happening. That's just normal volume.
I can do like
I don't have the nice green screen. I thought we would have our BBDs behind us, but I can't find the green screen.
You know what? It's a little harder to find when you're a guest. You have to like push up, and then I have mine like
I found some of the green screens, but I didn't find the one
have
that
the bad Bible debates thing loaded up. I got.
Oh no!
Oh, this is pretty good. I think this is better.
What is it?
It's just a picture of me.
Well, where did you find the thing? I don't have that one.
So I had like favorited it earlier in my life.
Oh, okay. So, like, Joel, you click the effects, and then if you
Oh,
go all
green
the way to the
screen.
right,
There it is.
Can
and
you
click
see
the
the
little
Joel?
up
Can you-
arrow.
Thank you.
Joel in Discord, can you send
Yeah,
me
thank you. I found it.
the BBD background art?
Yeah.
So I have the right one on here. I have it somewhere.
Let me find. We've got
Maybe I have it.
Mezzo. Maybe I'll just press play on this.
I don't know where to
voice
go,
memo.
Benny.
Wait,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
Crystal, I can do it. I can hit go
Do
live. Hold
it.
on.
Do it. Do it.
I just
for me.
realized.
Images,
I'm having such a hard
Searching
time finding
through the
it.
Files,
logo.
looking at
Logo.
pictures. Oh, here's one.
Well, hi, everybody.
With
This
our
is
picture.
Benny,
Live
Joel, and
streams,
Mezzo.
The logo
OBS.
version.
No,
What do we
it's
do?
BBD art. I found it. BBD
Is it a
art,
background
and then
file
art
or is it a
small
foreground?
or chi-
You guys,
channel.
this is what
Do-
you
I'm
paid the
gonna just
big
do
bucks
this
for
time
tonight's
looking
show.
into
And
it.
we'll just
I don't
drag
have
that into it and press send. I send it to you.
We haven't started yet. Okay, let me go get
No, it's only 10:03. Fuck, it's 10:03. We're
Top of
late,
the hour. Top.
folks. It's 10:03. It's the top of the hour. We'll talk. Hey, look, we'll talk about the impetus for top of the hour, the catalyst to that, where that came from. We're all wait. Didn't I put this on here?
I put it on the default stream key for you. It was saying auto-generated stream key. I don't know if maybe that's why. Let's see.
Okay.
Hey.
It's still streaming according to me. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
On OBS, just hit like stop stream and then start again.
Okay.
Or if you could
I
tell me the
stopped
last.
streaming.
I'm really glad that Joel and I finished our technical bullshit before you guys did. I think we win, right?
You did win. You did win. Okay, Benny, then hit start streaming.
Well,
Did I do
go to
anything
settings.
else? Go to what?
He left.
Benny ran.
That was rude.
What
I
a
know
runner.
I know what he wants me to do.
Oh,
I'm
my
going to do it real
goodness.
quick. You guys do a commercial for
What
me
a
real quick
runner.
while I'm doing
All right,
this.
I'll do Joel. I'll do the music.
Where did you run? What was that?
I was gonna do the live version of the music for Bad Bible Debates, the background music that we use, and then you can intro us.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to use the stream key, Benny? Is
We'll
that
wait
what
till
you were
they're
going
done
to tell
with
me?
their technical thing.
Well, or like the last four. If you have a stream key, just like tell
I
me the
have a
last.
stream key.
Tell me the last four that you see.
Okay, the last four I see are D3MF.
D3.
Is that private?
No.
Oh, yeah. I think when you have a stream key, you are supposed to keep it private. It says keep this private.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
but
people
the last
will be able to use it.
the last four are fine. Silly.
Are there total of 5?
Hold on.
Because
if
that's
you have access-
risky.
Crystal, I'll send it to you. If you can copy and paste the stream key in there. It's on Discord.
On
That's
Discord?
right, folks.
Yeah, copy that, paste it in
Okay.
there, and then you should be good.
Hang on one second, everybody. We're gonna.
That's
get
right,
this.
folks. We're
Top of the hour.
That's right, folks.
everybody.
Decon's top of the hour, and it's Decon Q&A with CrystalJae. Bad Bible Debates are here live with nice lady to have conversation
Okay.
and answer all your
Oh
questions.
God, what's happening?
What's
I didn't
happening
even-
where?
Ooh, we're gonna answer your questions.
What is this?
You wanna talk to us? You wanna talk to us? Get ready, cause we're gonna answer every single one of your questions. Maybe you wanna talk to us. It's BBD's Crystal J Q&A.
That was really good. Actually.
Take it away, Crystal.
Benny,
Take it away and get us on
Benny,
online.
it's still saying D3MF for the last 4 digits.
I'll just start us off while you figure it out. Joel, why did
The,
you start
what I sent you on
deconstructing?
the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
That's such a great question, and I'm glad you asked that, Mez.
Okay, cool.
It was. I probably a question that I can't
It
really
says
fully
I'm
answer
live.
because, as you know, a lot of things happen subconsciously
Yeah, it's
before
just not-
they kind of appear in our conscious.
And if you could
And,
keep your
and that's
answers to
probably
be
what
like
happened.
just 2 or 3 words, I think that'll help out further.
What the hell? Is
Okay,
going on?
I
Why
don't
isn't it
I don't
live?
remember.
Should I start streaming now,
That's
Benny?
good.
Yeah, hit start streaming.
Tell me if anything happens. If not, I'm going to drop you down and go ahead.
Oh, it worked. It
Show.
worked.
Okay.
Okay, so this
All
is
right.
this looks like something's happening right now.
Look at all my kitties.
3 waiting, 66 views. That's older, upcoming. Oh yeah, we're live.
You're
We're
live.
on the tubes.
You're live. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
dropping.
Thank you, Benny. All right, you guys.
Thanks,
we're
Benny.
live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. And we're here with Joel and Mezzo. And you guys, I see that I have guests waiting already. I will bring you up in a minute. What I'm going to do first is I have some really hard-hitting journalistic questions that I want to get through first.
I'm not prepared for this.
Get your tissues, get your Kleenexes ready. We're going to go through these questions. Then we'll
there
go
a
ahead and
script
bring
for
you
this?
guys up. And no.
Yeah, did
And-
you should have sent us. We should have gotten those approved by the lawyers.
No, when I talk to your lawyers,
We're
they
so
said
fucking amateur. We're so fucking amateur, and
No,
it
I'm
makes
Joel's
me
lawyer.
sick.
She sent them to me. I just approved them.
What?
I approved them. I said he's gonna.
Did you read them?
Well, you
He told me
skimmed
to
through it
send
a little bit.
the contract with a pack of bubble gum, and he would be cool with
Did you
it.
get the
Okay, I
Joel?
got the bubble. I bought the bubble yum. I got
Yeah.
that, and I
That's-
don't
that-
chew.
that
And
was
I've
the
told
sign
you
of yes.
so many times I don't chew. Okay, well, but you didn't read
meant
them.
I thought you meant like tobacco or something. Like you don't do like dip chew. You know those
No,
things
I
that some
don't chew.
stepdads used
I don't
to do?
chew gum. I chew food. I don't chew gum. That's what it like. Big League Chew. Any of the chew. Sorry, Crystal.
Sorry, Crystal.
We'll try to
no.
answer your questions, but I reserve the right to refuse.
There's no sound on my browser now. They're telling me over for YouTube. So
What's a browser?
it's a little.
It's
Is that like a blouse? Is that like
did you ever
some
play
sort of
Mar-
like a woman's
Did you
clothing
play
thing
ever-
I don't know about?
No, you're way off. Have you ever played Super Mario? There's this dog
Browser?
character. His name's Browser.
Oh, yeah. The big dog. Yeah.
The big dog Browser. Yeah, you're always thinking
Okay.
about bras.
King of the canines.
Hang on 1 second while I try to fix this last thing.
If it was you, it would be kink of the canines. Knowing you, Mezzo, it
'Cause
would
of the
be
bra-
kink of the
the bra thing,
canines
yeah.
because of the bras. So it wouldn't be king anymore. I'd put a K
There's
on that. and
a
it'd be
really good
kink of
tongue
the browser.
twister in here where it's like Bowser's browser crashed because he searched too many brasiers. You know, like there's a really good.
Yeah.
You could make a good
Is
one.
Benny
for that.
coming up for me? Benny, come back up and tell me what.
Benny Boy's browser.
And,
bra-
and maybe YouTube will be fixed and we can
Okay.
move on. Why do I set my arms
Okay,
out?
What
so,
does Bauhaus mean?
Benny Boy's
Like
brazier.
on your YouTube or TikTok.com, where you are seeing your live, there's a little speaker with like a little X next to it. Just click that little speaker, like on the actual
Okay.
TikTok.com.
Okay, can somebody tell me if you have sound now over there?
I can't because if I played it, then you would hear it as
No,
a double
yeah.
like feedback
Yeah.
loop. Yeah.
Somebody let
Here it
me
is.
know.
Here it is. I got it.
Yeah?
I hear
okay,
it.
thanks again, and we're back. All right, thank you.
All right, top of the hour.
Yeah, that's right, folks. It is Decon Q&A with none other than CrystalJae with sexy guests Joel Van Vliet and then also Mezzo. From the
Right.
BBs.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm still up here. Hold on.
Do you get the first sexy, and I get the second sexy? Is that why you said
I get both the sexies.
that's crazy?
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
Oh, listen
guys,
to my voice.
are you ready for the questions? Now, before the show, they told me they were going to answer for each other. So I don't know if we'll get any honesty out of these men tonight, but here we go. Who? Oh no, no.
Let's try the
that's
first
wrong.
one that way. Now, wait, so we both have to answer the question, whatever the question is.
Yeah.
I think
If
there's a
you had to give-
purposeful attack right now going on here. 301 for me, 305 for Mezzo. If you guys are going to if you're not going to do equal, you don't even have to gift anything at all. But
fucking crybaby.
if you guys could just keep that at least at equal or me higher.
I got
Anyway,
you.
yep.
I got you.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate that.
Okay, and I have a gift goal, and you guys can help me with that. That would be great. Don't forget to share out the
Yeah,
live,
don't
do all
give
the good
don't
things.
give Dust any more. Okay, somebody get me up to wherever Mezzo is, and then stop gifting us and just gift
She's
Crystal.
trying
Perfect.
to start
Leave it there.
the interview.
Leave it there, and then we'll just go with Crystal. Yeah,
You're gonna
perfect.
have to talk over him.
Just leave that there like that, and then
Okay.
just gift Crystal
Okay.
from now on.
Okay, ready? If you had to give your
No,
autobiography
no.
a wildly
We-
misleading title, what would it be? I'm just going to keep talking now, Joel.
Your autobiography?
So, autobiography, wildly misleading title, and I'm answering for Mezzo, and Mezzo's answering
I know
for
Joel's.
me.
It would be called a job well done, and like it'd just be the Joel's life story, and then he'd be on the cover going like this.
That sounds good.
Interesting. The thing is that I get the. It sounds boring, but what he's saying is that like it's misleading because the job wasn't well
your
done.
life-
So
I mean, your whole
you
life,
see
though.
how he's hurt me. Yeah, it's my life story. The job was not well done. And then mine, Mezzo's would be the tortoise and the hairless, because now part of it accurate because he has a tortoise. The part of it that's not accurate is that he's completely shaved,
But I do have
like
a rabbit.
for the whole everything. I mean, he's not complete. He's very hairy. That's what I meant. You have
That's the
hairless
misleading
rabbit.
thing. Yeah. No, I do. Like I'm from the waist up. I actually like I.
You're
don't-
hairy, but it's the
No,
tortoise
I,
and the
like,
hairless.
I have like no chest and like very little armpit hair. That's a real fact about me. But from the waist down, it's like tan. Like the guy, like a satyr.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like that. Starts right about at my
yeah,
belt line.
or like Tumnus from Narnia. Tumnus.
Was his name Tumnus?
Yeah, and he was a half goat.
I never knew that. Did you have to watch that when you were like a Christian in homeschool? Do you have to watch Narnia?
Have to.
Isn't
I
that
wanted
Bible?
to.
Isn't that Bible lore?
My mom read the stories to us, read the books, but not the silver chair, because that one was scary.
All right. Well, then I would
Sorry,
say,
Crystal. Did we answer the question?
his real book title would be
Go on.
Joel, from homeschool to home, working at home, a life all spent at home.
Mezzo, don't make
Yeah,
titles
so very
for books,
misleading.
okay?
Because sometimes I lead the
There's
house.
people don't use the whole cover of a book. They just make a small title. There's so much room. You can make them longer.
Yeah. But I would
I
love
like
to.
the
I would
ones that
love to
a
have.
short title,
But
but then a really long subtitle, like Joel the Man, the myth, the legend, and the cowboy. Or something like that, where they put a really long.
yeah,
after.
Yeah.
yeah. And I think
man's
on mine, just because of my like whole thing that I've
Legacy.
got, not just my physique, but my face and stuff like that. Like I think I should have one of those like pictures of me greased up, topless, like one of those romance novels.
That's in the author's
so that should
bio.
take up the
When-
most part
Like
of
on the
the.
back insert on the author's bio, it's a romance novel picture of you. Which honestly,
No, it's
you've
got to
had
be.
send
It's
me
got
a
to
few
be because we're not going to
pictures.
get the sales without my sexy.
All of your
Mm-hmm.
pictures look like romance novels. Like I'll be like, Joel, I need just for a promo for the BBD thing. Can you just take? And he'll do a little selfie. And when I get it, it's crazy. Like it just looks like Fabio. every time.
People don't know this. And Crystal, do you mind? I feel like we're derailing this a little bit, but people don't know this. But on the BBD's podcast thing, Mezzo had to superimpose the shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Like he had to Photoshop that in because I was topless, greased up, looking gorgeous, shining, shimmering, splendid. And he photoshopped a stupid shirt onto
was
me,
covered
and I
in
was just like,
splendor.
"Why are you doing that?" And he's like, "Oh, It was just like
Okay.
just not sugar all over
Can you
me."
imagine, Crystal, what it would be like being a guest on a live, and that Joel and I are this is what it's like for them. Isn't it awful?
This is great. No, I think it's hilarious. Like, what do
I would
you
hate to
expect,
talk to
you know?
us.
But you guys love talking to
I just
each
feel like
other.
Yeah, talking. Well, Mezzo says talking at each other, and I say, well, I love talking with you, and he's like, well, talking at me, but I get it. Like that, it's just
You
a different
get
way of
close.
saying it, and I guess that's the American way to say it.
When Joel is in person, he gets up on his tiptoes and tries to literally speak down to you. Like he gets really close and towers over. So he tries to command the situation that way. What was the next question?
I've always been taught to do that. Yeah.
Question 2.
Sorry, Crystal.
We have 100,000 likes and 40,000 shares, and we're on question 2. Okay.
Yeah, we're 17 minutes in. How many questions are there? There's only 4, right?
What is
There's
this
10.
show, by the way? What is this show?
What's a totally normal thing you do that, if described out of context, would sound absolutely unhinged?
I do remove the doors in my house from time to time and switch them around. And I think that's pretty unhinged.
Interesting.
Do you really do that?
Turned out that one was just a pun. Well, I'm trying to think of a genuine one. I guess I sometimes read a book that's kind of a fake book that teaches you about Yiddish.
Oh yeah, you read that online?
It's called Hooray for Yiddish,
Why do you keep
and
having
out
that
of
so
context
close
it might be
every time?
weird. Well, it's just a great book to learn Yiddish. I know that like a lot of
Now I
people in the
want it.
community are learning Hebrew, but I've been learning Yiddish, which is the next best thing to Hebrew.
Do you know
So
that,
it's called
Go ahead. Tell us again.
This is by Leo Rostin, the author of The Joys of Yiddish. It's called Hooray for Yiddish, and there's a fun subtitle that says "A Book About English."
Oh, that's so fun.
So people might think it's. Thank you. That's such a Yiddish baseline.
Oh, I didn't like
But
that.
yeah, so. But anyway, so that maybe that's a little bit weird. Joel's reading that book
Joel,
about
your
Yiddish
book
again?
club
Maybe
moment
that's
like
weird.
messed up the background layout.
Yeah.
Like Crystal's doing. So like, do you think maybe just like if you're gonna do any more book
I'm not a mod
plugs,
here, I
just
can't
do them
fix
now?
it.
Or oh man, what have you done?
Man,
Joel?
now it's all messed up. No.
We might have to leave and come back. No
This is
joke.
weird.
Why wouldn't I put you guys back?
Yeah, we really might have to leave
Well,
and come back. So
it's
you
a
can go
thing-
to solo mode.
Crystal, I think you just have to hit the right type of layout.
The
Mine
right
was
type
doing
of
that the
layout.
other day too.
It's not giving me the choices it usually does.
Well, if I have to leave, I'm not coming back. So either you fix it. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, damn it.
Thanks, Joel.
Okay, Crystal.
God.
Next question.
Do we get to ask Crystal questions at some point? Is that later?
I think so.
Sometimes
I've got
people
my
make
list.
me answer these too, and they do that, but they don't usually.
Oh,
ask
that
me
yeah.
a
If you could,
question.
Well, if
answer
you've
for
already
us,
done
that'd be
it-
great. I'll just have a little snack.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, then we don't even. Have
No,
to do
not
it.
for you. You have to answer, and then I will answer too if you want. But you guys, I think you're doing great all on your own. You're doing wonderful.
I think you're doing really good too.
I couldn't think of something goofy out of context. Like I wish I could think of something. And I thought of like the
Okay.
Yiddish thing, but I'm sure.
Oh,
there's
actually,
something
I know what
dumber
it
that
is.
do.
I talked
Played
to
with-
Joel on Discord. That is a real thing that we do a lot of voice messages back and forth as we're making plans. And I find myself like walking around the park with my kids and then doing like silly voices to make Joel laugh. And so I'm in my phone being like, and we're like practicing arguments, you know, sometimes. So like, this is real.
funny.
There are messages, and I've been like near a slide with other kids, and I'm like, well, tell them something about free will, and they'll be like, no, it's not, because free will's like this, and I'm like, we do voices and stuff, and I imagine that there's like parents are like, what is this idiot actually talking about? That's actually a real one.
I do that one too, but I also this is a little weird out of context. I'll take dirt, just like dried dirt, and I'll put it in a wheelbarrow of water, and I'll wait a little while, and then once it's sort of like all broken down, I'll mix it up, and then I'll pour the top layer of that dirt through a sieve, and I'll keep that sieved mud water.
Yeah, that seems dumb.
Yeah, that does sound weird out of context.
Yeah.
Compost?
Okay, so next, if you had to barter for every... I know
Never
what it
explained.
was. I know what it was. So I was
Move
like,
past it. Just move
screw
past it.
everybody else. They
Sounds
don't
weird.
need to know.
Sounds weird.
Just leave them hanging. Okay, go ahead and tell them why you do that.
I'm only
It's just
confused
making
because
clay.
I'm like super hungover. I don't know if you guys knew that it's been Lent, and as atheists during Lent, we're supposed to get drunk every single day. We're supposed to do like you do 40 days of just red meat, and so I'm like just feeling terrible. So this is going to be a little bit rough for me and confusing. But what are you saying? You make
Oh, that's
clay?
weird. Yeah. Yeah, I make clay out of dirt. That's weird. I think you're doing Lent opposite
Yeah, I'm an atheist.
than what it is.
That's the point.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Wait, I thought Lent was when you go and clean the dryer lint out so that you don't cause a fire once a year.
That's a common.
No, you're thinking
misconfusion.
about taking it out of your pocket. Yeah. No, it's a common misconfusion. Lent is when you have given somebody money and you're going to eventually get it back. So it's not something that's just like a gift. You've lent it to them. All right. So what's the next
Do I need
question?
to give you some money now?
Ironically, I think the next question's about bartering. Am I right?
We just need a few more coins. But
It is. If you had to barter for everything instead of using money, what weird skill or item would you use as currency?
how did that happen? What? Oh, did Crystal try to say the
I
She
started
sent
to
me
say
the
it.
messages, the questions in advance, and I approved them with the bubblegum thing. We already fucking talked about this.
I don't know why I didn't get to see these questions. Okay, what was the question? If you're bartering with someone's
you would use
bubblegum, what?
clay. We know he would use the clay that he makes. You'd sell clay.
I saw
If you had-
a
Useless mugs probably is Joel's answer. He would trade useless mugs that don't work for all of his items, and no one would like him. People would be very upset around town.
Ow.
From that.
I would. You actually need to sell those because people love them and they want them for some funny
Like just a
reason.
useless piece of garbage mug sitting on the
Because
shelf.
you
All
made
right.
it. Because you made it, and it's funny.
I'd frame
Okay.
it.
What? Okay,
What's the
wait.
question?
The barter question, you guys. If you had to barter, what's something that you would use that's a weird skill or an item that you would use to barter with?
No, I'm serious. I mean, he does make these like joke mugs.
Wait, but what
could
about
work.
you, Mezzo?
But his
What about
pottery,
you?
yeah. Oh no, I just steal his pottery and sell that. I would also do like I have a lot of services of things that I'm really good at that are. It's not like a barter exactly, but like a trade where I would do a service for somebody and then they would give me money for it.
That's interesting.
Oh.
What kind of a service could you do? Because I didn't know that you like had any sort of skill. Like, are you saying you have skills?
I have a very particular set of skills, and it involves like it's like I use one finger usually when I'm doing it, and lots of attention. I like to put a lot of attention on it. So
Yeah.
like probably just like video editing or Photoshop. Like I'm using my mouse, to click around on the screen. And
One thing I was learning about today, maybe you could help with, is silk screening underglazes onto a piece of pottery, and you do need to sort of push it in, like through the silk screen. You think you could do that?
I
could hire you
silk,
for that?
I did silk screening in high school. Is that recent enough? It was about 40 years
Okay,
ago.
perfect.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We got one.
You guys,
Perfect.
I have 10 of these questions. So if you want to come up and ask Mezzo and Joel questions, go ahead and hop in the box now because we're probably only going to get to 5 before I'll bring you guys up. So go ahead and request
their
that,
questions
and-
are going to suck, though. You have good questions.
And their questions aren't approved.
Yeah, that's
I
going to
know
be
their
scary for
questions
me.
are not approved. They are not.
And that's what we're looking for. We're hoping, and that we should have said that before. If you have a question that you want to ask us, please DM it to Crystal. Crystal will send it to our lawyers, and our lawyers will let Mezzo know what it is. He'll approve it, and then you can come up and ask
Joel
us.
hasn't
It shouldn't be more than 45
45
minutes.
Lawyer.
Why do
this
you keep
shows
saying?
the-
Why do you keep saying that?
Never mind. Just don't worry about it, Joel. All right. Fourth question.
What's a piece of common advice that has never ever worked for you?
Oh man. That's a good. What's shitty advice?
Walk
my
it
mom
off
once
has
told me
never
this is-
worked for me. That one never.
My mom
has
once
worked
told me
with
this
it.
isn't. I don't know if this is like common advice, but it was like I think people have probably heard that, and it was like speaking about like looking to be in a relationship with someone, and she was like, you don't want to date just like the first girl you meet. You want to wait for the cream of the crap. And she genuinely said that, and we had a good laugh about it. But she obviously misspoke, but she said you had to wait for the cream of the crap. And I was like, Mom, I don't think I want to wait for the cream of the crap. So I didn't take that advice, and haven't dated any shitty people. So
I'll share some advice that honestly really did help me, and I'm sorry to not make this one funny, but I used to live in Hawaii for a little while, and the first time I was there, I lived on a Navy base, and there was a Navy guy, and I wasn't in the Navy, but we would throw these parties, right? And this one guy who was in the Navy who was really cool would come over, and he taught me they make more. And which was basically like we were broke, but we were also trying to party at the time. It was college, so there was booze and I don't know if I can say, but schmigamets that we were always trying to bum off of each other. And he would just come over and throw some on the table. He'd throw like 2 packs on the table, and I'd be like, "Hey, can we bum a smoke from you?" And he's like, "Don't even ask. Like, just take them." We were like, "Well, I don't want to like take them all. They're yours." And he would always be like, "They make more." That was his thing. It was like they make more. Like, I'm not worried about it. There's a factory somewhere doing this, and I was like, that's cute. That's really like a fun little thing that he said. And then one night, he came over, and he knew there was like a girl who I was trying to talk to, and he showed up and
he killed her. He killed her and said
they make more. No, what he did. That's
horrible.
He did put our lives in danger. But he said, you should take her to the beach. And I was like, I don't have a car, nothing. And he tossed me the keys to his convertible Miata and was like, take this. Just take my car. He didn't know me that well. I had been drinking. I was underage. Like, it was crazy. And I was like, why would you let me do this? And he's like, no, they'll make more cars. It's fine. Like, he just, about his whole car. And so I was
go drive it over a cliff.
It blew me away. I was like, this guy's serious about it, and it actually changed my life. Like, I took that away and became so much less materialistic. Like, I was so like not as worried about possessions and items and stuff like that. It really actually like really opened my eyes. And he moved to Australia to get away from Donald Trump. Smart guy.
Oh wow, yeah.
Great.
They're not
That's a
gonna
great
make
story,
more of
Mezzo.
those,
Thank
are
you
they?
for sharing that.
We didn't
Okay.
hook up on the beach, if anyone was wondering or anything like that. There was like a near
that guy.
rooftop thing that happened, but there was like other people there, which was almost weird and fun, but it didn't end up panning out to anything since I could tell you were
could have
curious.
left us with the visual image. So you didn't have to take that away from us.
And then something else happened.
In the version that Mezzo told me the other day, because he was like, "Is this going to be a good anecdote for the show?" And I told him not to add this part in there, but I guess if you want to
You
hear
can do
it,
it, though. That's fine.
he said that like they fucked like 5 times until he was completely dry, and she was like, "I need more of your seed or whatever," and he goes, "I'm all out, babe, but I'll make more."
They
It was
made
really
more.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was
Don't
beautiful.
make more.
Yeah, I'll make more,
I took
and
it
it's
to
just
heart.
so beautiful.
Oh God.
And they do.
All right.
That's the balls that was. I guess I was like, they'll make more doesn't work for, but if it's the balls, then
Yeah,
I
they
guess.
do.
Sorry,
If
go ahead.
your alarm clock had to wake you up using a celebrity's voice, whose voice would be the most effective?
Oh, I'll answer for Joel. Me. It's my voice.
A celebrity. I think for Mezzo, I think it would be
It'd be your voice,
Carl
Joel. Like I would love
Sagan.
to. I would love to. Oh, Carl Sagan's
No, but
probably
it's-
true.
Yeah, I think it's Carl Sagan. In a genuine answer would be Carl Sagan, and Mezzo would be like, "Yay! I get to learn about the universe," or something really nerdy like that. But he's wrong about me. I don't think Mezzo's a celebrity, and his voice is too soothing and sultry to wake me up. But the voice.
Like that.
Oh, that's a good version of it. Yeah. But the voice of Matt Berry, do you know who he is?
Hockey player.
He's a British actor.
British actor.
Hockey player?
British
You always
actor.
get
He's a
hockey player.
I love
he's
this
a British actor who is in a show called Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, and he has a line that goes like this. He goes, "You and he were buddies, weren't you?" And I don't. It's in context. It's very, very funny. So I know that right now it doesn't sound that funny, but if you guys were to hear the context,
Don't you
sorry,
know
I didn't turn off the AI.
the answer's in the context?
I didn't turn
You're
off the
never
AI.
gonna
I
get it
apologize
with the
for that.
context. I don't know what it means either, but the context.
You and he
The
were
answer must be hidden in
buddies,
the
weren't you?
context. Don't ask me what the context is, but all
Sorry
I know
about that.
is it's context.
He's not Clem Fandango, but he's the guy in that. But anyway, yeah. So I love that guy's voice. So I
I'd
would
go
want
with
to wake up to
like Stalin.
Carl Sagan.
Next question.
What?
I
Moving
would-
on.
I would want to hear Thinker because she does wake me up sometimes because I literally fall asleep to her and then she'll start yelling at somebody.
It's so dumb.
You know, I know, like, oh,
I get that too. I fall
hey.
asleep with the headphones in, and then at like 3 a.m., it's like yelling at a Hebrew Israelite wakes me up.
So that would be mine.
I was gonna say because it's usually so soft, but I can see how that. Yeah, there's just that moment where you're
Right.
waking up. Yeah.
Right. It's just a quick little moment, and I'm back to sleep. Unless I'm like, oh shit, now I need to listen to this. What did he do? I got to find out what he did. What's
I
he
need
in
the
trouble
tea.
for? Yeah. Okay. So do you want to keep going with these, or would you like to bring up your first guest?
Let's just do like 15 or 16 more of these, and then go.
I only have 5 more.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
Well, we can do the whatever round where it goes fast. What do they call those?
Oh, lightning round.
Ready?
Smoke.
Okay,
smoke
lightning
and
round.
lightning
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mirrors. Yeah.
You can only communicate using song lyrics for an entire day. What's the first conversation you've had?
Say that again. I was reading
You
this.
can only communicate using song lyrics for an entire day. What's the first conversation you'd have?
What? How are we gonna do this fast?
Okay. I
Mr.
thought
Do you
Mustard.
believe in life after love? Do you believe in life after love, Mezzo?
Oh, that's a good one. And then you have to go. Do you believe the whole time?
Do you
Mine would be
believe in
algebra.
life after love?
Morning, Mr. Radio. Morning, little Cheerio.
I'd probably any song that has hello in
Is
it.
that just saying good morning?
Yeah, the whole song is called Morning. So I would
Hello.
do soccer.
Hello. One time I was had a sleepover at someone's place, and in the morning the radio started blaring "Do you believe in life after love?" and just nobody stopped it. Nobody like got up to hit the snooze button, and I was like, I fucking hate this song. It was so loud.
We're going to go ahead and bring up our first guest. There's no lightning rounds with my questions. They're just too
What? That was so.
darn long.
Yeah, that took too long.
They just are too fun, you know? We'll see if Gabriel connects. Gabriel, can I
Hello?
get your age for TikTok purposes?
35.
All right, what did you have for Mezzo and Joel tonight?
Well, I'm a new fan. I wanted to know, because I'm doing my own debates. I'm an atheist. How do you deal with a Christian that says that their religion, Christianity, is the first religion made by God from the beginning of time.
Well, we
Like
can't
they're in complete
really
denial.
answer that. Sorry, Gabriel, we can't really answer that because you are our competition, and so we don't really want to support you in what you're doing.
So Joel, just tell him
because
some
we
bad
are
advice.
bad Bible debates.
Just give him some
Some
really
bad
bad
advice.
advice so that he
Just tell them
Wait.
that sounds true. Just say that
You
sounds
guys
true.
give him
And then-
good
and then-
advice because you're bad Bible debates. So your debates
Yeah,
are
but we
bad.
don't want
So if
anyone
you
Oh,
give
we
them
do
really
it
good
bad.
advice-
We do.
Yeah.
You
Keep in
think
mind
what
I
we've
debate
been
in
doing this whole
Spanish.
time? You're a totally different language. Like we could
Yes.
buy you as
that's
under
fine.
the umbrella for other. Yeah, we love that. Then
Yeah, in that case, I would
just say nuh-uh.
look into like the Sumerian religions. Yeah, there's like Marduk, God Nuh-uh, and then
Yeah.
like the Tiamat and all them. Yeah.
And Zoroastrianism was the first monotheistic religion, so that also would predate Christianity.
My main
So
thing
just
with,
say you're
like,
wrong, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, with the older a religion is, just remember, longer ago in time, people were dumber, right? Like
Dumber,
the
yeah.
further you go back in time, people knew
Less and
about
less
the universe.
information.
Yeah, they were dumber, they were stupider, they were like more brutal too. Like, like they were like there was more awful people. Now's the best time to be alive. Reading, if you want to learn how to read, this is a great time to be alive, right?
What a time.
Yeah.
There's some dumb people alive right now, though, Mezzo.
But can
Are
you
you sure?
imagine, like in the year minus 6,000, it would have been like all Trumps. Like it would have just been like everybody was a freaking like just absolute dumbass.
And P.S.
Gabriel.
all the dummies have stopped reading from like after Bible. Like that the Bible is the thing that they're like, that's the true thing, and everything after that they go, I'm not so sure. Like if they just learned the new stuff, then they wouldn't be so stupid. So that's how you know that the Bible back then they were so stupid.
Gabriel, you were on Thinkers Live last night, huh?
Yes. Yes, I was.
Tell the guys about your time with Pastor Greg Locke.
Oh no, that was violent. I went there. He was doing like a little revival in this little tent. It's like a giant circus tent, and they have like it looks kind of like a rave a little bit, and then they have like a giant water section. It was hot, but I took a selfie. When I was leaving because I was like, I want to debate Greg Locke, give him the benefit of the doubts. But I know I changed my mind. It's super hot. Let me leave. And I took a selfie, and then one of the guards there grabbed me by the shirt. He's like, "You can't take a picture," and I just pushed him away, and then I ran to my car. That's scary. I thought I was
You
going to
guys-
come
you
out of
guys
the
know-
The
live.
thing is
the
that
pastor-
you go and like mess with real churches.
Yes, I actually go and debate them in person. I do that.
I don't
and
know if I'm
in English
into
and Spanish.
that. I feel like maybe leave them alone. like it's one thing. Like when people come to us and they're down to debate, to give it to them. But people who, when they're minding their own business and you kind of go off into it, like I get that you're brave, but I would maybe consider don't do that.
Yeah, you have to be careful, especially with somebody like Greg Locke, because that guy's not well.
Because it might be Greg Lock, Stock, and Barrel.
That's right.
Well, I mean, aside from just your personal well-being,
Safety.
it also just like might be rude. Like it might be rude on a level that isn't moral. Like I don't like.
Oh,
I'm on the fence about it.
Mezzo, are you saying also that like maybe how like when Christians knock on your door and you answer it and you go, another fucking Jehovah's Witness, and you go, I was at home, I'm not wearing any pants, and
Then I
you
debate
flash
them
them, you shut
because
the door.
they came to me. I'm like, we're doing a
But
panel.
you're
No, but
saying
what I'm
that
saying
we
is
shouldn't
you would
do
go.
that to
What you
them.
say is, yeah, you would never go like, oh, this is going to be convincing because you came to my space and bothered me.
Right? No, absolutely not. No, they seem like
The problem I
that
see.
guy.
Okay, well, the problem I see is that for example, for someone like me that was in the Catholic Church, if I saw someone like me go debate like one of the intelligent members there, I would have been an atheist much earlier in my life because I didn't know I was an atheist, and I didn't even know atheists existed in society.
Yeah, I
So-
mean,
Yeah, I think it's like, what's the situation? Because it could be one of these, Frank Turek will go and do these speeches, and then they go,
Correct.
hey, whoever wants to line up and talk on the mic. Yeah, then you want to go there, and you're welcome to go and ask him questions. Like, I think that,
yeah,
but
he's
to
saying
call
it's like
someone
a
out while they're
it's
doing
like
a service.
a revival, and they're all like everyone's there
yeah,
having a
that's
good
not
experience.
that's not the way it's going.
I don't know if
yeah.
I would recommend doing that. Like, it's definitely funny. Like, I want to watch the video of it, but I would also like say I don't know who you are and pretend that I've never met you or something because I don't want to be associated with that personally. I don't know.
Look,
It's a little weird.
I have to agree with you on what you're saying, Mezzo. Like, I too would. I think that leave him be, except for Greg Locke. Like, I can't stand him. He's such
I guess
a
I don't know who
piece
that
of
is.
shit fuckface. You have probably seen clips of him, and you just don't know that's his name. He is just so evil. He thinks all LGBTQ should be put to unalignment.
So
he's
it's kind of like
like Steven Anderson.
Westboro Baptist
like-
type people.
Oh yeah, go for it. No, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I was confused about that. Yeah, no, you should go in there with eggs. You should like
You go.
yeah, like you should definitely like do that. Did you know that movie Dirty Work with fuck, who's the guy?
Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald. And where like
Norm
do that thing
Macdonald.
where you put a bunch of fish in all their plants so it starts to reek. Just like do anything to make that place go down. Yeah, I didn't realize that was the kind of place. If it's like a regular church and you're doing that, I think that's like out of line. But for anyone Westboro Baptisty, like bring matches.
I was gonna say that, but I thought that would be a hate crime.
It would be. So don't say that on my
Well,
live.
I
Yeah,
do
don't
hate-
do that,
I
but-
do hate them though. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
I mean,
but don't
I've-
like. I mean, if a fire starts, that it starts.
Yeah, let's
but
cover
like
that up.
We wouldn't tell you to do that.
I'm doing it in D now.
Gabriel, did you have any other questions for them? If not, I'm going to move on.
But no more questions.
Thank you for coming up, and thanks for sharing your
Thank you.
story.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Bye, Gabriel.
Oh shit! It's Tahir.
Hi,
Wait, let me see if I
fancy
can make.
meeting you here.
Hate to hear.
Can I make Tahir?
Hey,
Hey, Tahir.
hi, Crystal. So, I do have quite a few questions here. Like, I've been collecting them, squirreling them away. So, I don't have to go through all of them. If you want to cut me off at some point, Crystal, Mezzo, Joel, let me know. And then I do have questions for like both of you, and then, one or the other. But I don't want to do the whole thing, like, oh, love you guys, whatever. I hope you both know how much,
Can
how
we
much
do
love
it
I
though?
have.
Because I have a few things.
Yes.
Joel, do you want to hear? We love you. Like
We
we
Oh,
think you're so
thank
good.
you.
And
We think
you're
you're
an
so good,
inspiration.
and you're the inspiration.
And like no
It's so
joke,
nice.
when
Rehearse
we're
that.
doing
And no
lives
joke, when
and
we're
people are
doing
chatting in the
lives,
Discord,
and
we
people
love
are
it.
chatting
We really
in the
do.
Discord. We
Especially
love it.
Oh,
we do.
good.
We do. Especially
It's-
And that's sincere because I was the first.
that's
person to
here
say it.
because we were
I
both the
finished
people
talking
that said
first.
it unanimously. We said it at the same time.
I
Unanimously.
agree, even
got
though
me.
I didn't say it with them.
Well, thank you. It's so nice to get back some of the love that I give all the time.
No, but
so
I was
freely.
saying, I was
kidding.
saying that I remember my last live. I was saying, and I was really speaking of you specifically because, like, I saw you welcoming people into the YouTube chat, just being like, "Hey, this is what's going on, Joel," and just kind of taking on a sort of a role of that nature. And I was just like, this here is so sweet, just to be that person to bring people in. Because I can't pay that close of attention to what's going on or doing anything like
Unfortunately.
that. So I really do appreciate that, and it is noticed.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. And if I can take a second, do like a hi mom moment. Hi, Quill. Good to see you. Thanks for popping over.
Hi,
But,
Quill.
I meant to block Quill.
Hi,
Speaking of
Pumpkin.
different people. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, no, I really appreciate that. And I just also too, it's, like I'm kind of a hippie and that like, I can't signs, like it's the one thing that like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, it's nice to see when things happen kind of, in a way that, okay.
Hippies
Anyway.
love that
Where's my
shit.
cajon? I think I have a cajon.
Okay, but listen, so your new
Spilled
episode
everything.
of DVDs came out, and I did comment on the YouTubes. I think Joel saw it, but it was just kind of funny for me that it took me back to my beginning days with Mezzo, and before I even knew who Joel was, and then to for it to come full circle and be able to actually meet you guys. It's kind of, I love that it happened on the same day. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I appreciate the plug, and we should actually mention this. We had an episode come out earlier today.
Sure did.
It was
It's
so
episode
good.
12. It's a good one. Thinker's in it as well.
The best one.
I think it's our best one yet. That's what I kind of was thinking about this one.
It was
But it's
slow,
also
So too.
just so y'all know, catch up, because the next one is the season finale, and it's going to be bonkers. Okay, so make sure you're caught up. You got to watch them in order. No spoilers for everyone who hasn't, seen the whole show yet. But
Just
yeah,
the
it's gonna be-
storyline. It's just the
I
arc
am
is
not
gonna
going to
everything's
tell
gonna come
anybody
to
about
an
the
end.
nurse that was what? I'm sorry.
Keep stum, because it's going to be really exciting. We don't want any spoilers. Please don't listen to the finale if you haven't listened to the other episodes, because you're not going to understand what's going on. Look, we're funny, we have laughs, but when I heard, because Mezzo does some of that editing and bring, because we have 3 hours of back and forth, and then he edits it down. And when I listened back, there was a tear in my eye. So there's actually a lot of impact to this one too.
Yeah,
to this
very-
episode.
Not this last one. This one wasn't sad at all. But the next one,
Oh.
it's beautiful. It's more of a beautiful thing. This one was kind of fine, but the next one is just going to have this. It's awe-inspiring. It truly
I really
is.
do have a fun time making them, and it is cool. What Tahir's mentioning is that the stuff that was in today's episode is months old, right? So we're way behind in putting the stuff out, and I like that about it, because these debates that we have on TikTok are fleeting, right? They come and go really fast, and a lot of
Timeless.
times there are, maybe not
And brilliant.
Yeah, timeless is kind of makes it
just
seem like they do last forever, but I mean, fleeting is a better word for it, because they dust
because
it
they're
off.
just timeless.
Yeah,
and
without time. Yeah, like timeless, I guess.
they last forever. Yeah,
And so,
and they're just they're evergreen.
well, now they are, right? We've fixed the problem of TikTok, that these things
Rather
just
than-
go
yeah.
away, and we I think really solved the biggest problem on TikTok, right? Which was that they're
is
so
that they're
timeless.
just timeless.
And we'll be going for. It's a 2 to 3 hour show, depending,
timeless.
how it goes. But yeah, it's timeless.
Yeah,
really.
we don't know what time
but,
it is.
Yeah,
We've been
don't
going
know.
for 49 minutes, but we don't know how long it's going to be, and
We
and
really don't.
no one's watching the
don't.
clock.
To hear, I think we answered your question really well. What
But I
what
think
was it again?
I think also what to hear
Yes.
you were talking, I think, about how Mezzo got somebody rudely to say that Joel made them a Christian. And you didn't know who Joel was and what that was all about, and then now because you had come to Mezzo before me, which is weird, but that was a devastating thing for me to hear.
I didn't even
the
I
episode's
watched
fine.
Joel's live before I started even getting to know myself. I had to go on a backpacking trip through Europe
I helped you with
to
that.
find myself, after hearing his live. And I was like, I want to try that too. And then I
Par
did
for
it
the
better than him.
course. So, sorry to hear.
Love
You
that.
probably have better questions. Yeah.
Well, I don't even think I asked a question yet. Did I?
Yeah,
we
we'll
did.
take the next one. Sure. Yeah, sure. We'll do another one or something. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I guess you did that was kind of a good segue, because I was wondering, did you guys know of each other before the first time you met? Because, if you listen to BBB,
That question
or
doesn't make sense.
podcasts-
Did we know each other before we met?
No,
of each
us.
other.
Like, had
do you
somebody
know?
told you about Joel or Mezzo, and then you saw the person, but
Well, I had a
you heard of
sixth.
them
I guess
already?
you could say, yeah. I guess you could say I had a sixth sense because I think it's like one of those things, and I think it's a Greek. I think it's one of the
Maybe even
Greek
seven.
things where it's like you have your soulmate, right, and you have that other half, and until you meet that person, you always feel like you're half of a person. And I always sort of had that feeling. So I think that, like, in a sense, and I don't know if this is the sense you meant, but in a sense to here, I think that, like, yeah, I kind of knew that I was missing my mezzo, if you will. And now that I got this SOP, it's like,
You can't get rid of them. Kind
And
of
I
like
just
so
haven't
hippie. I loved it.
experienced that yet. So I'm really looking forward to like coming across that person who really completes me
Yeah.
and makes me feel the way I make Joel feel. I think that's going to be really exciting for me.
we all need our own mezzo in our life.
Joel,
I was gonna say, sounds lovely. Okay.
no, we
Well-
didn't. We met. In fact, if you listen to I think it's the second episode of Bad Bible Debates. You can hear the first time we met, and he recorded it. So we, like, I just jumped into his live because he was debating some transphobe named Randall, and we had a good time and we laughed about it. And then what we don't have is my next live. Like the next live I went like a night or two later. I was getting bombarded with people. I didn't know what to do, and I see this
just
person in the
spammy
Yeah, you know.
idiots in the chat.
and I see someone in comments saying, "Make me a mod, make me a mod." I'm like, "Why would I make you a mod? Who the fuck are you? I have no idea who you are," because I didn't like remember. I didn't put the name together.
Which
'cause-
he said, by the way, he goes, I don't know who you are, man.
That's true.
And I goes like, fuck, you were on my
talked
live
last
for
night.
2 hours.
But I think
We tried
when
to
you're
bring
in the
down a
middle of
bigot together
live,
for
you
2
don't
hours.
like see. I didn't see his picture and stuff, and so I didn't like connect it together with like his little logo and stuff. And then once
We fought
I
on the
saw
front
his name
lines
like
together.
all the way through, I was like, "Oh yeah." So I just made him a mod. And
No,
then,
I
yeah.
came up, Mezzo. I came up on your live. I
and
like
I noticed
requested,
it,
and you're
yeah.
like, "Hey, blah blah," and I said, "I'm the guy from last night."
And I'm going,
You were up on my live. You were like,
from
"Oh, you're
last
that guy."
night.
Did I remember to pay you? Oh, what?
It sucks so bad because like my ego's so fragile. I was like, I'm not memorable at all.
But you believed
up-
that I,
and I guess it
once
was
I
just a
said,
little
"Oh
thing.
yeah," you believed that I remembered who you were, so that was a good start to our relationship.
That made me feel better. Yeah. And you've been lying to me ever since, and I love that.
And you are
Beautiful. That's so nice.
Joel.
Well, to hear,
Joel.
if you'd like to stay up
Still
and then if there's a moment to ask another question, go ahead. But I'll bring somebody else up now too so they can ask a question. You guys, if you want to ask a question, the request box is open. Just remember, if they don't feel comfortable answering it, they're not going to. I'm going to reset my gift goal. But Rick, can I get your age for TikTok purposes?
34.
Okay, go ahead and talk with Joel and Mezzo.
So this is going to be interesting because I actually want you both to answer this question at the exact same time,
Okay.
if that's possible.
No.
And so I've been watching you guys' debates, and you guys are amazing. But I want to know who is, the biggest master debater of all.
Oh, between us?
Oh yeah,
No, it's probably.
and like
Christopher
I'm not
Hitchens.
talking about like group masturbation. I'm talking about like singular.
I mean, I do mine under the leg.
So who? Boy, now this is a confusing question. So you're saying between Mezzo and I, who masturbates the other? Who's the master debater? Like between us
the
or
master.
for
The master,
ourselves?
Never fails. Like 10 seconds.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
me. No, I fall apart usually. I can't get
Yeah.
through it. Yeah.
And
All right. I don't know. Did we answer that?
well, with
I
the
think
lag,
so.
you guys kind of answered it at the same time, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Well, what about like if we were going to do it like through all time of all people who have ever,
Like omnipresent
Like-
masturbation.
we could probably think of who's the best debater in history.
Ooh.
Actually,
The
like who's like an
all-knowing
actual
master
like
debater.
inspiration maybe.
All-knowing
can we-
master debater.
Do you want to try that, Joel?
The best of all the debaters.
In all history. Okay. Ready? One.
All right, should we do a countdown? Just
Yeah.
because.
You do the countdown because you have the delay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do.
7.
Okay, wait, Rumple.
Nope,
Ricky.
3,
Okay.
7, 2, 1.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Crystal?
Me.
No, it's the greatest. The greatest debater was Rumpelstiltskin. What he got.
Well, I guess I put him to sleep for a while, so I guess that is pretty good.
It has to be.
There's nobody better. Oh.
Like, didn't he like get covered in like dust or like fungus or something because he masturbated too long?
Rumpelstiltskin? I don't think that's the story.
He just had a
turned
weird
straw
name.
into
That was the
gold.
only thing about him. He had a weird name.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Shit. All right,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
The only other one is John Jingle Jammerheimer Schmidt.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That's what I said.
His
All right,
mine.
we'll
his name is
work
mine
on our
too. That's
we'll
how I
work
know.
on countdowns and we'll get those better for the future. But I think we nailed it.
I know.
I do too.
I just I try. Don't we all?
Thanks, Ricky
and
Tiki
Mezzo?
Tavi.
And Mezzo, do you still like being beneath me?
I mean, I'll be under anyone. I think I like to feel like my shoulders can bear the weight of everybody. You know, the weight of the world. if
I
need
am
to.
a mighty mongoose. I'm just letting you know.
A mongoose. That's
You
a
not
good-
know Ricky Tiki Tavi? Come on.
I know.
I don't know the story. I
I
thought
know
it was
Tiki Tiki Tembo, No Sarembo. So, how does the rest of that one go?
That's
I remember that one.
and that's what I
Berry
thought.
Pimbo?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask him if that's what that was because that's. It turns out quite a racist. Maybe not
it's
like
a bad name. It's a bad book.
like if that was the name, I would be like, maybe don't have that one up there. But no, it's Ricky
And so
Sticky
was
Tavi. That's a totally different thing.
Rumpelstiltskin. Actually, that was a bit. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Against people.
But we
from-
learned the other day that Jeepers Creepers not bad.
No, that one's fine. Oh, it's
Rumpelstiltskin was from
Okay.
France.
And so can I ask
Ricky,
one more question
Go ahead
before
and
I
ask
go?
one more
And then
question, but
I'll
really
be done.
quick
I
before you
promise.
do, hang on 1 second. If you guys want to come up and ask a question, the guest box is open. Please request up. Don't forget to tap your screen. We're at 50,000 likes. Let's get to 75,000 as quickly as possible. Also, I have a new gift goal up, so if you can help me with my gift goal, and I am trying to get to 50 subbies as quickly as possible. So if you can, it's less than a cup of coffee a month, and I bring you great Decon Q&As with CrystalJae. So it's fun. Come subscribe and be a crystalite. Okay. Go ahead, Ricky. Ask your question.
So I'm guessing everybody on the panel, exists out of space and time, of course. But like with this obvious statement, who existed first?
Now that's a good question, and I think the answer, because I've actually put a lot of thought into this. I think the answer is that it's actually quite literally the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It is 10:59, the top of the hour with Decon Q&A with CrystalJae. No doubt, folks. We are here with the Bad Bible Debates team. That's right, the folks that brought you the great show called Bad Bible Debates, Mezzo and Joel, featuring none other than our sweet friend Tahir and Ricky Tiki Tavi. Who
I was gonna say, I'm not a friend.
He's still up here. Okay, cool. And of course,
now I'm a Christian.
Crystal. Take it away, Crystal. Ricky Tiki Tavi's a
guys.
Christian?
Not anymore. I said you made me a Christian just now.
Hey, you guys, we have a subwave going. I don't know what that was. We have a subwave going on right now. So if you haven't subscribed, can you do so in the next 15 minutes, please? And I guess you guys get stickers or something cool like that. I don't know. Go ahead, Ricky. Ask your next question, and then Tahir.
No, he
and
did.
I
Ricky.
That
Ricky's
was the
done.
next
Oh,
question.
that was?
Ricky, get outta here.
That was it?
Unless you
We're
want
done.
me
He
to
Get
finished
outta
all
here.
the questions.
Next question.
I can bullshit
out
some
of
real
here.
fast. Like,
No,
Get
it's
outta
okay.
here.
We've got plenty.
You want me to make you
Thanks,
into a
Ricky, for
Christian?
coming up. Thanks for coming up.
Tahir has 8 more questions.
Hey. Yeah. And thank you for
Go
the
ahead and
belated birthday gift. That made my whole year so far. And maybe the rest of it. We'll see. We'll see.
That reminds me of Friends.
What do you mean?
That reminds me of Friends. Well, I'll be there for you. Like you're having a bad day, week, or maybe even your year. You ever heard that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with
So
you.
you're done.
Is it 4 claps? Yeah, I think it's just 4, right?
I think that's too many claps.
Okay.
Benny is being attacked by cats.
Second gear.
Hasn't been a day, a week, a month,
Your life,
Or
1
even
week,
your
your month, and your
I'll be
year.
there for you.
there for you. You know, our good friend Daniel, at the end of his lives, he always says that. He's
Guys,
like,
whenever
hope
I
you're
start
having
to
a great
sing, Joel starts
day,
talking.
month, or maybe even your year. And I didn't know that New Zealand had friends. Sorry. So Crystal, stop singing. To hear. Did you have a question?
Yeah. Funny you should ask. Can I do one apiece and then, dip out again? Let Benny
Okay, but
ask.
start with Benny. Start with Benny, because...
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Benny.
What's your
So-
question for Benny?
No, just go ahead and...
Wait, can you add?
Oh, I had a real question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
How do you manage so much amazingness? Like, I'm just really curious.
Oh,
How
is
do you
that for
manage
me or
it?
Joel?
That one's for Benny Boy.
That was for Benny.
Oh, shit,
Can you believe
Because
it?
I don't have
believe
amazingness.
that
I have
shit?
magnificence. So I just wanted to make sure.
Tahir knows
correct
that
you on
he's the
that.
puppet
Right.
master now. She's learned,
Mhm.
you guys, so she
I
knows
see
he's
it now.
asked
And
us to
Okay,
kiss.
can we squat? What is up with this puppet map? Get these
We're
cats.
never squashing it.
Because you look like Geppetto.
I'll be there for you.
Oh, that makes way more
No,
sense.
it's just because you pull the strings. We
I'll
know.
be
We
there
know.
for you.
Yeah, once you said it, I was like, oh, yeah.
What key are you in?
What
I think
strings
I'm
am I
doing the same one.
pulling?
I'm doing like an
what,
ADE.
what
All of
power
them.
do I
Yeah,
have?
that's what I was doing.
It's just because of the delay.
The YouTube strings, the Discord strings, the technical
Yeah.
support strings.
We
You're
are about to
actually the
see.
glue that holds us all together, Benny.
All right, Marionette Tahir, ask your question for the puppet master Benny.
Yeah,
Okay.
what was the question?
I already asked it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, what was it?
Oh, just how do you manage so much amazingness? That's what it was.
Why is Benny getting questions on our special
How do
night?
I-
I was
how do I
promised this was
manage-
going to
How
be
does it
our
feel?
special.
There are
How
no
do I
rules.
manage?
She said it was
How do I
our special
manage?
night and that we're
I-
special boys.
Special,
know,
special boy.
Do you
I'll
guys
give
want to
you
feel
another
special?
pack of
Come on my show. And it's like, okay, we'll come on your show, but as long as we're
Anyways,
special,
back
yeah,
to
sure.
you.
We're not gonna have
Up
18
here.
people.
Eyes up here. I
No.
I am just constantly on my phone and on my computer, and I'm always just watching everybody. I'm watching
Yeah, me
all of you.
too. Yeah, me too.
Me too.
You're amazing too, dear.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm
Okay.
like always like.
Listen, you guys, I've got to rein it in here. We've got to give Joel and Mezzo attention because it's part of the contract.
Okay.
Tahir, please get back to Mezzo and Joel.
You know what?
I can talk
And I
about
told Mezzo this. I said contract, more like con dash tract, because this is a con. It's not going to be about us.
I didn't
again.
get the pun
It's
at
not going to
first,
be about
but
us.
Now it's making sense. Now.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's a contract. I said, no, it's a contract, and he goes, no,
Is
like
this a
it
bad
is a
time?
contract, Joel. I said, yeah, but it's a con.
is this a bad time
I
to
still
like
don't get it.
remind you guys that when you joined the Deconstruction Junction, you actually signed over all rights to me
Puppet Master. See? Puppet Master.
for everything?
Another contract.
Yeah.
Con.
Yeah. So
Mezzo, it's
actually-
another con.
Okay.
He's
Tract.
actually making me do the show right
I'm
now, you
getting
guys.
the
I've
con
never
part,
wanted
but
to do
what's
this
the
show.
tract?
I need.
It's just because makes the name
See,
contract,
I'm
but it's not like
decon.
it doesn't work.
Like it's a train track?
So if you want to keep your show,
We're getting
if you
deconned.
want to keep your show, I need my 50%. That's all I'm
Hold
saying.
on, I'm just trying to click. I'm trying to leave the
Somebody
deconstruction
said
junction.
it's
How do you
quite-
exit out of there?
Don't leave,
how'd
don't
you
leave.
exit
All right, you get 100%. I'll
how'd
give you
you
50%
exit
of what I make.
I don't know how to
Deal?
exit a
Benny's
Discord.
gonna pay you.
I'm just gonna Google.
I'll pay
this.
you guys.
To
Don't leave.
block a
No,
Discord.
I've been trying to exit the BBD's Discord for months.
Joel,
I
are
don't
you-
know how to do that either.
Oh God, what did I do?
Joe, are you a moderator? You could have booted Betty by now.
I could wait. I'm a moderator in your. No, I'm not a moderator in your live.
You're not.
Oh, I can delete Joel's channel.
No.
That's fun.
I feel attacked.
Why do I have the power
can
to
de-
delete Joel's channel? In
Okay,
the,
so my
wait.
channel's gone.
I think Mezzo is
so
a super mod, but Joel is not.
There was a
okay,
lot.
Let's get rid of this one.
There was a lot of.
Doesn't need-
I'm not anymore. You've thrown me. You've demoted me. The thing is that like I had a lot of stuff in that Discord channel that I. Is there a way to get that back once somebody's deleted it, Benny? Just because I had a lot of important stuff in there, like a lot of memories and things. Or when it's gone, is it gone?
Don't delete it.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay, I didn't delete
So
it.
what
I
happened
just
was Mezzo
fixed the
deleted
name on
it as a.
Yeah, fixing the name. That's fine. Here's the name of. Oh,
It's
hell
not
yeah.
fixed. It's broken. It says Joel's dumb channel, and the thing is that like
what it
I'm
is.
not able to fix that. So right now it's just sucks for me.
I
Okay.
think this is
Back
gonna
on
help.
Because for
track.
some
People are
reason,
gonna
Reason-
figure it out. better.
Reining it in.
This is the best show you've ever listened to. I know you guys are so excited to be here as we talk about deleting Discord.
why are you being
channels.
patronizing right now, Crystal? Why are you being patronizing?
rude.
Because
So rude.
right now I'm sitting here trying to give my all, and my Discord channel says Joel's dumb channel, and I don't even know how to leave the
Actually,
mother
Joel,
Discord.
in the
So yeah, I'm
Joel,
a
or
little
Joel-
in a
Joel-
little weird
Joel, chill out.
space.
In the contract, she is allowed to patronize us because it's still giving us attention. So she can do that. Sorry.
I'm
Oh,
doing my job,
yeah, yeah.
Joel. Gosh.
Sorry I had your head off, Crystal. Yeah,
Any
please go ahead.
attention
To
is
hear,
good
did you have a
attention.
Did you have a
I
question
have-
for either Mezzo and I?
Yeah, I did, but actually, I have a group question because actually, I know a lot of us are wondering
group
the
stuff.
same thing. And actually, this
do you-
impacted my subscription to Mr. Joel's YouTube, Joel Reads Bible.
Huh?
So there's a second tier,
This
right,
is
of
important.
membership, and it says you get a ceramic dumpling, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where is said dumpling?
Well, it's not like you get
You don't get it. It's a you
Like,
get
you
to
don't
look
get
at
it.
it. Yeah.
you get the opportunity to. I still haven't figured out am I just gonna send? They're not like. Do I send them to people? Do I like go pay what you can? Do
It's
I
like
get you
the
to pay
same
for
thing
shipping?
when
I don't
you
know.
like
but
when you like pay to help like some like panda stay alive in a zoo. You don't get to keep the panda. It's like, oh, this is your panda now,
Yeah.
and then it's just you send money. And
you're kind of
and
just
the
like
panda stays
supporting
alive.
the. Yeah, you're supporting the dumpling. No, in all honesty, it's the I know I'm not like I will
Wait,
make some of these.
you're telling me
the
I don't get a
perk-
panda?
Wait, yeah, what?
Yeah, you don't have
No,
a
that,
What
if
are
you
you
panda.
subscribe to
telling
my channel, you actually get a panda. But for Joel's panel, it's just
Wait,
a ceramic
what's the
thing.
tariff on that, Joel? What? How?
Yeah, that's a good question too. Now with these motherfucking tariffs,
Is it
I
like
can send it as a
Dumpling
gift.
tariffs
I can
are
mark it as a
skyrocketing.
gift
Yeah,
and say that it's worth nothing.
600% tariff there. Well, wait,
But
wait.
what I'm doing is,
Who pays the tariff? Do you or do we?
I ship it and say that like it's a gift, and then if the border says this is not a gift, then they'll charge you duties.
That's
Duty.
right. I think
You said duties.
you can get around it though if it is culturally or historically significant. So
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Culturally, for sure. It's a culture.
So this so the highest dumpling thing on TikTok, or I mean on YouTube, or if you're a subscriber on TikTok and
Even though it ruins
YouTube,
me.
Oh, that
it's the opportunity to purchase this, but I don't know how much I would charge for it. But the thing is that I'm still kind of working on it. I'm very slow, but I don't want to have this like giant thing. So I think I'm going to do a dish, like just a round
you
dish
could
that you
keep a little
put this
mouse
over.
in there. It's cute.
Yeah.
You could like
wrong
make
with
that
the
like a.
hole?
If you
I don't
give
know.
a mouse a dumpling, what?
Shannon said do a raffle, and you know what? I was going to do that, but then YouTube was like, you can't do giveaways. Like you're not allowed to do that. But we probably could do it on the DL. So maybe I'll give away, like I'll do like a raffle giveaway thing, and
in
then
your
maybe
Discord.
also I don't want to. Yeah, so I'll figure something out. And you're right. I've been very I just haven't been doing it, so I've been a bad boy. But I also am just working on different designs where I have the dish.
Oh my
and I
god!
have a bunch of
Tinker just put
holes.
up baby deer. What the?
What? What? Are you okay? It was my
Sorry.
gift.
Benny Boy's kind of scared of little baby deers.
Not kind of.
I think Bambi
I'm-
set him off.
I'm serious.
And it's
Like
my
I actually
gift
do. I do have.
I know. I forgot, and I made it my gift goal. I'm sorry, Benny.
It makes me
I
like.
am worried
really
about
nauseous.
how Benny Boy just took attention away from Joel again. I'm gonna have to like dock some of that out of
I
the
know.
contract
Out
here.
of the
Just, it's the
contract.
second
I'm
time
gonna-
it's happened.
I'm
I
gonna-
just got to point it out.
As long as you get rid of, I got to put my hand over it. I
I'm
can't.
getting-
He was like
look at it.
holding up
getting rid
a
of it.
hard-working art thing that he
getting
made,
rid
and
of
you
it.
freaked out about deer. So just pointing it out.
I'm
So
so sorry.
So
I
one of them
totally
was going to be
forgot.
Yeah.
one of them
they're-
was going to be like. No, go on, Benny.
the dumplings. Go on.
Yeah. So one of them is just going to have a drawing of a baby deer. What it's just going to be like a bunch of. It was going to be a bunch of holes in it so that it's like you can put a tea light in it and you can see the light through it. And the other one just had like a few little holes in the back so you can use it as a one of these things with the smoke comes out.
with
That is
the-
what is it called? Incense burner.
A water pipe. Or
Incense burner.
sorry.
Yeah. No,
But anyway, it's not going to be like this. And I do have the other ones half fired, so I will be finishing them.
Wait,
But I am slow.
Literal question here. Literal question here. Do you have a kiln?
Yeah, I have a little electric kiln that I got for free one time, and it looks like it's free, but it works. And so I'm just slow because I don't make a lot of pottery, and it's been cold, so I just don't go out in the garage to do that. But now that we're in the season, I will be more productive, and I'll make a bunch of them, and we'll do a raffle, and I'll try to figure out something reasonable for people that. I think there's people that have
Is it true that when you're throwing clay and that ghosts like it? Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they'll finger you. If you're throwing and it's great. Like I love that. If you're doing some really
We love
sensual
that for
pottery,
you.
yeah, you'll get fingered and it's great.
Like in your mouth, or where do they? Oh, go ahead. Next question.
Venus wanted to ask a question. Venus, can I get your age for TikTok purposes?
Hi, I'm 20.
Okay, nice to meet you. What did you have for Joel and Mezzo?
So I've been trying to chase these guys around, but they're so popular. They never have time for any atheist questions.
Actually, I
And
have
I
to
don't
get
know.
out of here, but it's been nice.
Yeah. But it's been a great time. Crystal, thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
We're really busy though.
No.
We'll do one.
Okay, so when I bring up the Matthew verse that has, God saying he'll return to the disciples before they pass away,
Yeah, let me
I
bring
was
it up here.
I was told that that's not a contradiction because they were referring to the second death that was mentioned in Revelation.
You typing the whole quote out?
The second death is the spiritual death.
I'm just
Hey,
googling
I'm gonna
it.
swap
and then-
you down for a little bit, okay? I'll bring you back up.
Yeah, no, it is.
Request
It's not a
back up and I'll bring
contradiction.
you
It's
back
a
up a little
lie,
bit.
right?
It's Matthew what?
547,000.
Oh,
Ricky, I'll bring you
195,
back up in just a little bit too.
13, 22, 16.
Wait, what page is this?
All right, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that is not true.
Thank
it's
you,
just a lie.
Ty. Thank you, Ty Raiders. Welcome in, Ty Raiders.
Oh, hi, Tie Raiders. There's a thing about it where in the paragraph right before it, I think, he's saying what it's about. Right?
yeah.
So, or maybe that's not in this one. This is the Matthew when he says,
Hey, Zena.
foretells his death and resurrection.
He says, surely before any of you taste death, the Father
Oh, yeah,
will,
that
Death.
come in his kingdom and reward everyone for their deeds. That's what it says.
Yeah, but isn't this the one that
Everyone's
says
misspelling the raid.
he will come down with
Tirade.
sorry, Joel, you're a bit confused.
The raid.
The
It's a
content
tirade.
creator, their name is
Tirade.
Tirade.
Tie.
Oh,
Fuck,
Tirade.
sorry. I thought it was just like the raid and everybody was.
No,
getting
it's
that wrong.
they're
I
on a-
apologize.
You guys, they're on a tirade.
They're on a tirade. Yep. Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you for the time.
Benny,
Actually,
I'm
that's
going to drop you
Crystal.
down and I'll bring you back up, okay? I'm just gonna
Thank you
switch
for
out
the
real
raid.
quick.
Thank you, tirade. Sorry.
Where is
Why
it
are you
real?
speaking over
Tirade.
that? Her name's Ty Goddess, so it's tirade.
I know. It just looks like somebody just misspelled the raid, and then I just said it wrong. I apologize. Thank you. And it's not even my live. Thank you for Crystal. Also, give me
Thank
one more
you.
coin to match Mezzo. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll get you. I get another one.
I'll get
Most of
you.
my coins go to Joel.
You're not catching up this time.
Oh, that's too many. That's too many now. We'll stop there. Actually, give Mezzo 5 more. and
I
we're
don't
good.
think you mind.
No, they gave him 300 more. Okay, there. Look at those fish are cool that you guys are getting. Those are cool.
Stop.
Paquette. Did Venus? Did they answer your question? Or are they?
Oh, we got a little bit distracted, but
No, but here's the thing: Jesus was the whole story about him is bullshit. That's really the truth of it. So all the stuff that are like it can be kind of fun to get I don't know, is nitpicky okay? Like you can get into it. You can like find the little things, and they can try to like solve the little things. But in the story, the guy comes back to life. It's bullshit. Like usually it's like, why are we talking about this? What are we doing? Right? But if you need to, I just want to clarify that. But if you need to get into it, I don't know if it's in that particular one, but in one of the other times when he says, because there's a couple times when he says, some of you will not taste death before I come back. It says very clearly in the paragraph before that he's talking about the second coming. Not the resurrection, but when God and all the angels come to earth with Jesus to judge humanity, right? To judge the earth. So either that already happened and we all missed the rapture, or some of the disciples are still alive somehow, or it's all bullshit, which like that's why I prefaced with that. It's the bullshit one. That's what it is.
all right, that's totally understandable. Can I ask one more question?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, so I literally just had it and it was a great question. Okay, could Moses have been the one to write the Torah? Because I've looked this up myself, and it just says that Moses couldn't have written it because he, mentions things after his death. But when I looked at the, last chapter that Moses supposedly wrote, he didn't really write about anything after his death. He kind of just
Thank you,
talked
Benny.
about the details of his death. Is that possible for him to have written the Torah?
Well, I think it's impossible because of the dating that they have on when those
There's
books were written,
several
possibly.
reasons. I mean,
Yeah, and
chapter
then
1 and
it's-
chapter 2 of Genesis are not even the same authors. So we can start right there and know that.
Yeah, that's the
they
stylometric
obviously-
analysis
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
So there's many
And then
reasons why
he
we
also,
know.
if he did write it, by the way, if he did write it, he says Moses was the most humble of all the people in the whole world. That's the most arrogant thing to ever write, that you were the most humble guy. Like, it's just so silly. But yeah, it seems like no
I think
reasonable person.
If
would think
anything, I
Moses
think
wrote
it was Aaron, or like some
that
other
Moses
person.
existed.
Well, if he existed, and if any of it is like true, like obviously not the miracles, but like if there were people hanging out, coming up with laws back then, thinking they were talking to a burning bush or whatever, I bet it was just like Aaron or one of the buddies of Moses that was like talking about it, or like their grandchildren years later were like, this is what my parents, great grandchildren years later saying this is what they said happened, and I'm going to try to write it down without signing it to make it seem like it's just, if I wrote down, like, as I've said, I'm related to the Earl of Sandwich. It's like my probably the best thing about me.
What?
The guy who invented sandwiches is in my genealogical lineage. But I don't know him or anything, but I could write down a story about how he made sandwiches. Like, I know that he's actually on Wikipedia, but if it wasn't, I just heard that I could like write down all these stories about it, and I could add in all these things. And then, 1,000 years later, people would read it and just think it was about, like, he wrote it himself, or like one of his friends wrote it or something like that. And they would just think it was true. Right. So it's not, there's no way to really know who wrote it. But if it was Moses, like Joel said, it was like pompous as hell and really weird for
Yeah.
him to write it the way he did. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Do you think that the Gospels, look, I just have a problem with authorship because there's a lot of conflicting sources that I find, and I'm just not sure what to like make sense of, you know. When it comes to the Gospels, do you think that any of the, assigned authors actually wrote them?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know that like either Mezzo and I are like really going to give you good answers as far as like scholarship or knowing what we're talking about in any real way. But like
I do
we've
think
looked
Proverbs was written by John
By
Proverbs.
Proverbs?
Yeah.
By John
by
Proverbs.
just John, but like
Jimmy
he
John.
was one of those
Jimmy John
weird
Proverbs.
Johns that they call him Jimmy. They call him Jimmy
John
Proverbs.
Jimmy John.
Yeah, but as far as like if you just like look up on Wikipedia, that's what I did the one live, and it's not inconclusive, and so they are like if you were going to be absolutely critical, they are anonymous and they were arbitrarily named by church fathers, and there's no good reason, or there's nothing to connect the people they want to have written them with the documents themselves. There's just no reason there's no way that those things are connected.
Stay up.
Yeah, thanks. I've pretty much heard that. I was just wondering if there was a perspective that I was missing. But thank you guys for answering my questions.
The perspective is what
Venus.
Mezzo says, and that like it doesn't work. Like the story doesn't make sense. Jesus' sacrifice is a non-sacrifice. It doesn't indicate love. An all-powerful being doesn't have to do these things. And if it's unnecessary, then it's just a waste of everyone's time, and it's just like a gross act of theater. That's what it is. It doesn't matter who wrote it. It doesn't matter if we knew who wrote it. Like none of that matters. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. That's what the point is, I think.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, thank you,
Venus, just so
Crystal.
you know,
That's what I was
Thinker's going to be on my show in the next few weeks, I think. Thinker would be a great person to come up and talk these things with. So make sure you're following me and then come back, okay?
And did you want Joel and I to come back for that one to talk the whole time during her thing too?
No, I really
Yeah,
don't.
we
actually,
shouldn't. You don't want us to talk over that show?
I would not like that.
That's weird.
I
What's the
absolutely
date?
would not.
Just in case.
I'm not telling
Just in
you,
case though?
like,
What's the date?
I think
Okay.
you're busy.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure you're busy.
But wait,
Yeah,
people
we'll
are
find-
allowed
we'll
to
find
come
a
up
way
and
to
ask
make it.
questions, right?
If you're doing a science
Yeah.
questionnaire,
We'll come
I
up and
can
ask questions.
It's
do
going to be
a
a subscribers
biogenesis
only
questions.
live.
We'll be fine.
All right, Venus, I'm going to drop you down. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you.
Bye, Venus. You're the
W
best
in the
planet.
chat. AK, I'll be with you in a minute. Selena, you're next. Thank you for waiting so patiently. You guys, can I get some more likes and some more shares and some more of all the good stuff? And thank you also so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate you. But
You know what I thought of doing on
First
this live?
Corinthians.
Sorry. Go.
Oh, okay, skip you for right now. Go ahead, Joel. Say what you have to say, and then we'll go to AK.
I was going to say, you know what I thought of doing on this live, and I thought it would be funny, but I just didn't want to have this in my house, is chain smoking cigarettes. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, so I'd have to like, I don't know, can you blow out to make it look like you're smoking?
Yes,
but just
you
like
can.
constantly have a cigarette and be like, this is the real me, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys want to know who I really am? I'm not the guy you see, you know, anyway.
But Joel, now that you have 10,000 followers on TikTok,
Okay,
it's
listen
pretty
up, you
cool.
guys.
Maybe you should consider trying it. Just
Listen up, you
Smoking
fucks.
is a very
Tried
good
smoking?
hobby. I highly recommend it, okay? Now listen, AK, it's your turn. Get to your questions.
We're gonna get in trouble.
So it's not for Mezzo and Joel. It's kind of a question for everybody. When you do deconstruct, you cut ties with a lot of different people. And the more I've been talking about my religion, what I was raised in, I'm learning that not everybody had a virginity key that their dad gave to them. Didn't know that.
I had one.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Well,
No, I'm not joking.
I hope not, because my dad flew off my neck and called me a whore. So I hope you're not joking.
Oh, I'm
'Cause
so
if you're
sorry,
jo-
AK.
if you're
I
joking,
did have.
that will probably piss me off.
Okay, I'm not joking. I had a key. They never called it a virginity key, but it was like a key to my heart, which was the romantic
my
way
dad
that my mom
called
put
it,
it. Yeah, and it was basically the same thing, staying pure for that one person and then just giving them this sweet ring or what have you. I mean, the keys. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
that.
So, now I lost my train of thought. My ADHD is so bad. So growing up, it's weird. Mezzo and Joel probably don't know much about this, but the people in the deconstructive community know about my brother. He is an addict. He just passed. He's always been the prodigal son, and the way he went was through his shrug of choice. So, I have cut ties with my entire family because they do not believe that I am sick. They think I have demons. I've cut all phone calls. I've blocked them. I've blocked them on social media. And today I got a letter from my dad in the mail. He didn't have a return address, and it says, "Wanted to drop you a line." Says, "I thank my God upon every remembrance of you. Tara Firecracker," which was my nickname, was Firecracker. "Just wanted you to know I love you deeply still. I miss us. Dad." What do I do with this? Because, I have made it to where they cannot contact me in any way, and I never thought I'd get a letter. Help.
Well, have you contacted somebody put it in the chat because I can never remember, recovering from religion? I actually am reaching out to them this week because I want to find a therapist in my area that is secular, and it's very hard. Even though I'm in Southern California, it's really hard. I live in a very religious part of my state, and so almost every therapist near me is like a Christian therapist. So, but I really suggest reaching out to somebody like that, recovering from religion, or somebody, because it's so difficult. They don't appreciate boundaries. They don't care about our boundaries. And so no matter what you do, they'll reach you through other people if that's what they have to do.
I honestly thought it was normal for people to have a moose fetus in a jar, so because they would bring this moose fetus that my dad had gotten from an animal from hunting, and they would talk about shmishmorshin with this fetus, and it was. I'm learning that is not normal. Most religions didn't do that. So. Anyways, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what else can I do to get him to stop.
Don't open the letters, maybe.
Facts. Just
you could do a return to sender.
Yep. Because then they get it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It didn't even have a return address. It didn't have anything that would make me.
I would never open a letter that has no return address. That would automatically be gone in the trash. I'm not open. If you don't want to tell me who's writing me, I don't need to read your letter.
Facts.
That's not important enough.
And I know that this is going to sound really, really extreme. Like, it's going to be maybe too extreme, but you could probably make a not a big deal little police report that says, these people keep on contacting me, and have a police officer call your father and say, do not contact this person anymore. And if you do, you can be charged with criminal harassment. And that might just be that message that they need. And there wouldn't be there would be no criminal charges or anything like that, unless they just continued and you followed up on that.
Yeah,
But
you
they
could
could
even just
give
get a
more.
friend to
My
do that. Like
brother-
you wouldn't have to actually involve the police. You know what I mean? Like just get
You
some.
could also pretend.
Some guy be like, hey,
Well,
this is
so-
so and so calling from the sheriff's department. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
they
you
tried
could
to
do that.
have
You could
me
do a lie.
committed after my brother's funeral because I would not answer them. I wouldn't talk to them, so they were filing a police report saying I was mentally ill, and was trying to have me 5150'd.
yeah. So then you have every right to do that back now, right? So yeah, just I would,
like, if
I would
you
do the
just-
actual report.
Yeah, and then it's on file. And then like, do you guys live in the same area?
Yeah, they literally live right down the street.
Okay,
Because
well
it's
then
Alaska.
the police then the. Oh,
So,
that's
like-
that's a
Yeah.
smaller community.
It's
Also,
yeah.
so
move to Florida.
Yeah, just move away.
Problem.
Florida
is-
of
Move
all
away. Here's a great
places,
idea.
the
Move.
It's just
armpit
the
of
most
America.
opposite like thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I would give have the police so they might be like they might know like if it's a small enough community they'll just be aware, and then they'll just be aware of both of like the dynamic going on, and then if you have to call again or whatever, or they call, they'll be like, no, she just doesn't want to talk to you, and then you actually you're kind of solving the problem in a lot of ways.
Thank you. Because there's also it's a life and death situation with me because this sounds terrible, sounds not real. I have documents to prove it. I'm deathly allergic to dogs, dog dander, dog fur, dog saliva. Like I don't even have to be in the presence of a dog. It just has to be on a person and be in a small area. I'm 13 ICU stays in with intubation, and my family does not believe that I'm sick, and they all have dogs. And so it's also, and they have tried to, my brother tried to unalive me to prove that I was a faker, but then my parents even told my daughter last summer, don't do dander protocol because my dad got a dog. And my parents were like, don't do dander protocol. Let's just see if your mom reacts. And it's just like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would just cut them out of your life, and maybe you just maybe need to have that somebody in authority to say this is a hard no, and if you continue, then there's going to be a harder no coming. So that might just help. That might be the thing that they geez, this is real, okay, and then if they continue, just make that other phone call, and then it becomes a little bit more annoying. But that might solve your problem.
Yeah, but like dealing with the police in this kind of case will be less annoying than like dying from an allergy, probably. So like it's worth.
And this is what
doing.
maybe a
This is what the
smidge.
police. This is their job. So doing it is a good idea because it's like it's just going to be a conversation you have with someone. They're going to go do the legwork as far as talking to them. You don't have to talk to them, and that might be it. And then you're done and you're out. So that would be a good try. Like at least something to try.
Okay. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
AK, we love you. Thanks for coming up. We appreciate you. I do want to say something on your behalf really quick before you drop down. But AK does have some medical issues that are severe. They're extremely expensive. And we have a GoFundMe in our Discord if you'd like to help AK out with some of those medical expenses. So check out the community outreach threads and you'll see it posted by Hanji. AK, we love you. Have a good night. Thanks for coming up.
Love you. Thank you.
Okay, 1 Corinthians, are you somewhere where it is quieter?
Oh my God, I am.
Okay. You've been so patient. Thank you. Hi.
I know you guys are great. Long-time listener.
You're
first-time
great.
Caller.
Lying.
Thank
You've called.
Hi guys.
Now, hi. I don't know if you realize this. Sorry, Selena, but it is, Mezzo, I don't know if you know, but it is the top of the hour. Has anyone else noticed? And so we should just do. Yes, that's right, folks. It's 11:35. It is the top of the hour, and we are here live on Decon Q&A with CrystalJae. That's right. The BBD team is hanging out, having conversations, answering questions, and getting silly with it. We've got 1 Corinthians here and Alex on deck. Back to you, CrystalJae.
Hell yeah, we're back, and oh shit, no, it's not my show. It's Crystal's. I'm used to coming. I'm used to
Crystal
so
shows.
much.
Yeah,
come in
Oh,
from
thank
that.
you, gentlemen,
Crystal,
for
Crystal,
that
when you come in,
great-
do a swear when you bring it in, Crystal. It's nice. Like people are thinking it's a radio
yeah.
show, and then you're like,
Yeah,
fucking
that's
shit, yes, and they're like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Motherfucking son of a bitch.
I
This
fucking
is a
love
great
this
lie.
shit.
So good.
Yeah.
You had a question though.
I'm a sucker for this shit.
First
No, I am though. I
Say some
seriously, I am a
motherfucking
sucker for this shit.
He sucks this shit. He sucks so much.
No, I do. I suck this so much shit. I love it.
Okay.
I love you guys. So my question is for Jezzo. Someone asked the soulmate question, correct?
The
I
what?
was just wondering if you guys could be soulmates with anyone from the Bible, who would it be?
I guess
That's
God.
a good one. That's
Wait,
a
let me think about
good
this
one.
longer.
Don't. That's Yahweh. Yahweh's a bad answer, Mezzo.
No, but then I could I feel like I could fix him, you know?
And I will try.
Oh yeah.
Hell.
Let's do that song. No, I mean
What's the
probably
chord
like
progression.
one of the it's this all the Coldplay ones are the same progression. It's just like and maybe I gotta look it up. Well, I'll look.
I think
it up,
they
and
hang
you
out
do,
on.
you do your answer.
Anyway,
I'll
it
look
doesn't
up.
matter. Well, I'm having a hard time because what are the characters in the Bible that
Probably some fucking
have
babe, right,
liked?
Joel?
Joseph.
Yeah, some
Maybe
beautiful
Rahab.
some.
Phoebe.
Rahab was edgy. No, you know what? I'm trying to think of a cool, because I've only read up to Numbers, so
Oh yeah.
plus all the other.
That's Slim Pickens.
Yeah.
But it's tough, there's so many characters, so many great characters. Just
But
so
you
many.
were really
I
into
can tell you
Lot.
who.
You sent me a lot of messages telling me how hot you found
I
Lot
love
to be,
Lot.
and when you went through that part, you were really into him.
No,
I,
Maybe
You know what? I
someone
was
from
thinking-
Nod.
the land of Nod. I was thinking about first of all, I would say Joseph was the only likable character in Genesis. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. He's the only one at all that is nice or not completely immoral. And I kind of like Aaron too. Because I feel like Aaron,
You and Aaron would be cute.
he just got sucked into this thing.
you know, Rupert
You know what
was
I mean?
a pretty nice brother too, by the way, with Joseph. Rupert was always the one who was like, shouldn't we
Rupert?
care?
Rupert.
Yeah. Rupert. Isn't it Rupert?
RuPaul. You're thinking of RuPaul.
Oh, okay. Wait, no.
That's in the New Testament. But
Let
Joel,
me
do you
look
remember
at it.
how hot Aaron
Reuben.
was?
It's Reuben. It's Reuben.
Yeah, Reuben.
It's Reuben's son.
Reuben's cool, but he did fuck his dad's concubine, and I don't know.
That's fine. That's the least of my worries. I would, you know what? I would probably just go with Satan.
Ooh.
Someone in chat
Yeah,
said
see, I
Balaam's
thought of that
donkey,
too.
and that's a good answer, but I think I'd go with Satan.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
go with
Balaam's donkey
Melchizedek
is cool.
because, he just appeared. One day. He
Oh,
wasn't
the
even
mystery
born.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
he
you
just was
imagine?
who is this guy? Enoch also seems kind of cool because he gets to do all this extra Nephilim lore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's extra biblical in a lot of ways.
Yeah, true.
Great question. Great question. Did we answer it?
Thank you. You guys answered it so hard. Thank you.
You can stay up here if you want, Selena. Did you have another question, or should I let
What's
Alex
the first
ask
part of the
question?
lyrics?
Let Alex.
Lights
Are we playing the game tonight?
and ignite your bones, and I will try
to fix you.
Oh yeah, we're playing games.
Yahweh. That was actually really nice.
That was beautiful. Alex, thanks for
Did
coming
it
up.
line up, or was it way out of
everyone.
lineups?
Oh, it lined up. It
Sounded
lined
good to
up.
me.
Lined up perfect.
Nice.
Alex, can I get your age for TikTok purposes?
36.
All right, go ahead and ask Mezzo and
Too
Joel
young.
your
Too
question.
young. I'm not doing this. Too young. Get rid of him.
All right, I guess I'll just be on my way then.
Just joking. Fine. Just ask a question. Make it quick.
Oh, you're so kind. No, really, you guys are awesome. I really enjoy y'all's content. I actually have 2 questions for both of you. So the first one is, you both use a lot of music in your lives and things. And I just have to know, as a fellow musician, who are your favorite musicians?
Good question. My first answer would be Mezzo. Get stuck.
Nice.
Same.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that's not true. What Mezzo? Who would yours be?
Well, I grew up a Radiohead fan. That's what like really got
Oh,
me
yeah.
into doing the
'Kay.
music. Yeah.
On the count of 3, best Radiohead album. We're probably not going to say the same one, but count of 3. Okay, because it's really going to be the only one that
Do you
I
mean
really,
most impact on the
No.
world, or the one that I've listened to the most?
for you, the one that you like really resonated with you.
Okay. 1, 2.
So 1, 2, 3.
Kid A.
OK Computer. Okay. So anyway, I liked OK Computer. Next.
I think OK Computer is a better album, but I spent more time with Kid A. I think
Yeah, I
like
spent
that's
more
why I
time
asked
with
which
the
one had
OK
more impact on the world, because then it's 100% it's OK Computer, like hands down. By the way, I don't know if I ever told you this, and for the people who don't know what we're talking about, OK Computer changed music. It was like a fucking wild album that people were all saying this is way ahead of its time, and now everyone's doing it again. They don't realize that it was already like groundbreaking, and it's hard. It's really difficult. Like it's there's some complex chord progressions and stuff in there. And when I was looping, because I used to loop music on Twitch, and I would like do songs, and I did some of their songs, and I did one night that was like this big event where I played OK Computer on my looper front to back. I like did the whole album, and I looped every single one of the songs, including like Fitter Happier with a voice and everything, and it was
Fitter
really difficult.
Happier.
And like I'm sweating. Like I have a video of it. Like I have the whole thing on there, and it's not great. Like some of it's bad, but it was like a real like intense challenge. And I won't do the whole song
I'm
because
sure
it'll
all of it
prove.
was great.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I know. But I learned how to sing from Tom York for sure. And but like I listen more now to like I really like, no joke, I really like sexy music. I think that sex is hot, and I think that it is a really fun like human activity to explore musically. Like I know like we joke about like boning and squirting and all these things all the time, but like I think that it's
Fingering and
really
stuff, yeah.
it's really a fun like activity to explore musically. And so I love like FKA Twigs. I love like who's laughing?
I
was
actually like
laughing?
exploring it penally as well, and also
Janet
digitally.
Jackson.
Yeah.
I like a good Usher song. Ariana Grande. I think like Ella Mai is someone I really like. Her is fucking killing it.
You
Prince,
also said
yeah.
you really loved LMAFO.
I love them.
Because there's just
fucking
pure
get down
sex.
to
They're
LF
just pure sex.
Yeah, party rocking.
I actually really love sexy music too. Like Tom Waits is one of
Weird
my favorite
Al.
sexy
You
artists.
said a lot. Used to like you learned about sexuality from Weird Al.
I've come to
Hey,
Weird
I
Al,
love
yeah.
Weird Al.
I do too. He's like the white Jill Scott. They say a lot. They say that a lot about him. Selena's muted, but she's laughing.
I'll have to look into some of those. I don't know what sex is, so I'll
You're
have to do some
gonna
studying.
love it.
Oh, you don't
put
know
on
about that?
Put on
It's
some
super fun.
Sade or some SZA, and then just explore yourself. Try it. You're gonna like it. Why
Mezzo,
is Rick
do you
a tick
like-
back?
Like Indiana Jones.
Do you like the music of Wolfpack?
Like the NWO Wolfpack from WCW Wrestling?
No, this is a music band called Wolfpack.
Oh no, I'm not familiar. Is it
Anyway,
Kevin Nash?
they're a little soulful and sexy.
Wolfpack.
Funky sometimes or something. Wolfpack.
Like
It's like Wolfpack, but it's spelt in a sort of Wolfpack sort of way. But anyway, yeah, a lot of great music. I like old Christian music.
Oh, really?
Larry Norman. I actually haven't for a while. I want to go back and after I deconstructed, I went and listened to this album from the 80s called, I think it was something called like something about Between Two Worlds. It was by this guy named Terry Scott Taylor. And it was interesting to listen to it as somebody that didn't believe in the thing anymore. But at the time when I, used to enjoy it, I did believe. But yeah, it's still was somewhat enjoyable. Because it's nostalgic at that point.
Alex, what about you? What's your favorite song of all time?
My favorite song. Oh, that's too hard. No way.
Okay, Crystal. Anyone?
Mine is "I'll Be There for You" by Al Jarreau.
I'll be there for you.
Nice
No.
pick.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good tune.
Nitaku.
Barney.
Gojea.
Are you singing Hakuna Matata?
No, I'm singing Nitaku
Hakuna
Gojea
Matata.
That's a
Milele.
good tune. It's a good tune.
I love this song called "You Can Never Hold Back Spring" by Tom Waits. It's a song of hope.
Oh, hold on.
And
go ahead.
and a song called as far as songwriting goes, and Mezzo, you should check. I don't know if you know this one, but I don't know if it'd be down your alley. But it's Peter Gabriel, "Darkness." Have you ever heard this song?
And
it's a
heard
song.
that song.
Yeah, it's about fear, and it's really intense and fantastic. It's just like a beautifully put together song. As far as from a songwriter's perspective, it's very aggressive because fear often it presents itself as anger, and then it just has this beautiful sort of bridge chorusy sort of thing that's just atmospheric and gorgeous and just exactly what it's like to come out of a place of fear and stuff like that. It's just this beautiful song. It's called "Darkness" by Peter Gabriel, but that's one of my favorite songs as a songwriter.
Alex, did you have anything else? If not, I'm going to let Ricky Ticky ask. Oh, go ahead.
I got to do something because people in chat are talking about Tool, and I just have to
Yes, they
real
are.
quick do this.
Nice.
What key is it?
Fucking
Awesome. Love Tool. Yeah. I do have one more question. This is actually a little bit complicated, but have you guys seen the trend going around now of parents posting videos of their kid and the mother will have one cookie, the kid has two cookies, and the father won't have one? So,
Well,
for
I
both
mean,
of
just,
you,
just to let you know, Joel and I very intentionally don't look at the internet.
Don't like families, so
we're really careful not to. We don't want to be phased or not indoctrinated, but influenced by influencers, right? So we made a pact that was we won't look at the internet. Whenever trends are coming, we just swipe past it and close our eyes until it's something someone we know.
We do that.
So, Mezzo, let me put this out there for you.
And this has
Remember that
become,
one
it's
time
kind of become a
when you-
salute of ours. We go like this.
Let me put this out there for you. When you and Mezzo, when you and I and
Do this
Joel
while
all
she
sat down
describes
that
it,
one day, and I had you guys all open up a paper towel, and I had a cookie, and you had a cookie, and Joel didn't have a cookie, and then Joel cried, And so I gave him my cookie, and then you gave him your cookie, because we didn't even like the cookies. They were pretty shitty, to be honest with you. And then Joel had 2 cookies that nobody really liked. That's what it's about.
It's hard to remember because so many times that we're together.
Sounds like
Joel
gaslighting.
cries. Yeah.
Does sound like
You know what?
gaslighting.
I do cry a lot. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like testing somebody, a child. It sounds like testing someone. And I have this hard, fast rule. And if someone tests me, like if someone tests me in any kind of relationship, that relationship's over forever.
Totally.
I do not. I will not be tested. If someone ever were to say the phrase to me, "Oh, I was just testing you," to excuse their bad behavior, I'd say, "Bye." That's gaslighting. It's manipulation. It's horrible. And turns out it's what God does all the time. So that's how you know it's not a good
Way
thing.
to bring it back to the Bible, Joel. That was really well done.
Well,
He's
yeah,
good
that
at
Alex,
actually-
what really was your question? What was the real
No,
question?
that's actually the perfect segue. That's the perfect segue. I was gonna ask. So in that scenario, using the 3 parts, Father, what is it? The Son, the Father, and the Spirit. Which role would they need to be in for the baby to give 1 cookie? So is Jesus the baby, and the Father is the mother, and the Spirit is the dad? Who's who?
The father
in
is
order
the
where
mother.
everyone
Why
gets
would
a
the
cookie?
father be the mother? Alex, why would the father
Why
be the
not?
mother?
I think
Why
that
are
there's
you
a
doing
mom-
this to the father?
I think that
Hey.
they're all
think I
dudes.
gotta
I think
see
that the
this
Holy
trend.
Spirit is the dad, and the Father is the dad, and Jesus is the Son.
I think that they're all the dad, all the son, and all the Holy Spirit, because I was a real Christian.
Yeah.
As long
I
as,
think if
there's
one of them
no
eats-
women, like that's the main thing with Christianity. Like, no women. Don't let
Yeah.
that's their main thing.
If any of them eats one of the cookie, they've all eaten the cookie. So it's just a
Right.
dumb question.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Alex.
Oh,
Okay, Alex, I'm
no.
going to drop you back down, but thank you for
He's
coming
not a
up. I
Trinitarian.
have other people
Yeah.
waiting.
Don't come back.
Thank you so
He's not a
much.
Trinitarian.
Ricky, did you have another question?
That's the new requirement.
Yeah. Make it, hey, Ricky, before you make sure that it's just like vaguely sexual. Just make sure it's vaguely sexual, or else don't bother asking it.
Well, I'm sorry, it's gonna be a little gory. It's even better than
Oh, interesting.
Well,
Interesting
make it hot,
twist.
so, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm a little screwed up. So, if you could gnaw on one religion, of any religion, gnaw,
Like
chew,
eat
like
somebody.
chew,
Which
gnaw,
religion? Which religious
you're
person
gonna
would
be
you
doing
eat?
it for a while. Like you want to
Oh,
chew on
okay.
this religion, and so like, what
All right.
flavor of religion would you choose and why?
Yeah, it's obviously
So
the
I'm-
like Chinese version of Buddhist because they have the big chubby happy Buddha. He looks delicious. Next question.
Not bad.
So well thought out. I
You
did
know,
give him
the Dutch
questions in
people-
advance, though.
Dutch people have this licorice stick. Have you guys ever gnawed on? Where's Benny? Have you guys ever gnawed on this? It looks like an actual stick, but it's licorice flavored because it's like maybe how they get the flavor of licorice or something.
And who are
Anyway, you
these
can
people?
gnaw on that for a while. The Dutch.
Oh, so you've gnawed on some Dutch stick, is what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
And it tasted like
You
licorice.
nailed it.
That's
Yeah.
He needs to wash it.
So, what? Anyway, I don't want to gnaw on any religions. I'm sick of them.
That was my answer too. That was my answer. Too.
This is a horrible question. Good night, Ricky. Thanks
I'm
for
gonna be
coming
gnawing on Christianity far too long with Joel Reads Bible, and I'm getting sick of it already.
Okay, really quick before Shauna goes. Okay, I need to do a quick commercial. You guys, we should be at 100,000 likes by now. Keep tapping that screen. Really, we should be at 2 trillion because Joel and Mezzo are both here. But if you could get me to 100,000, that would be wonderful. I also have a gift goal of the Shamrocks. They're only 5 coins each, so if you can, please send up the shamrocks, and also gift my beautiful panelists, because whenever you gift, it lets TikTok know that we're making them some money. Also, I'm looking for more subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, it's less than a cup of coffee a month. You're subscribed to Hulu, Netflix, and Cornhub, because we've seen your browser. So why don't you cancel some of those subscriptions and save some money, and then come support small creators like myself and like Mezzo and like Joel, and yeah, do all the good things. Okay, Shauna, what's your question for the men?
Hey guys. I have
Hi,
a
Shauna.
kind of serious question. I've always wondered this.
Oh,
So,
wait, do we have to do a serious answer?
half and half, 50-50.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll do the funny one. You do the serious one, Mez.
Okay.
Andrea, you're the only one.
Okay. So, growing up like as a young boy in Christianity, and you start to encounter that inherent misogyny in the religion, like what does that feel like? Like what's the effect on boys?
Well, yeah, I was indoctrinated, so I loved it. Right? When if you're indoctrinated and you're on the side that is promoted as better, you're like, yeah, this seems fine. like that's what we were taught. It sucks. Like I have so much like hatred for my former self in how like shitty I was. And then even after leaving religion, that took a long time to deconstruct, right? Like I left religion and was still a piece of shit for years. And that took a long, like I had to deconstruct my misogyny separately. That was a difficult thing to do. And like in all honesty, it's like many of my largest regrets in my life involve like the way that I treated people in my like early 20s, you know? Like I was just a dog shit person. And I would never hang out with myself now. You know what I mean? Like if I went back then, there's like that, sometimes people go like, if you could go back in time and tell yourself, like I wouldn't even talk to me. I was terrible. I wouldn't if I could go back in time, I'd go hang out with some better person. But you know, maybe I'd try to kick my ass once or twice just to get myself in line, but I'd probably lose. I knew Kung Fu back then. I would lose in a fight to myself, and I would be like, I'm cooler
Very
now,
muscular.
young. Yeah, it was I was trimmed. I was lightweight.
You were really well.
Yeah, I have
like,
pictures
seen
of me.
Pictures.
Yeah.
You were a bit really.
Yeah,
very
and now it's
Hey,
like
we'll
rounded
see.
out. Yeah.
Volsi wanted to come up and speak on this too. Volsi is another one of our creators. If you guys aren't following Volsi, he's going to be live with me later this week. Volsi, what did you want to say about this? Are you there?
He's probably just
You
like, I agree with
unmuted?
Mezzo and like a bunch
Can
of
y'all hear
times
me?
usually.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
what I was.
Yeah,
gonna
now
say.
we can hear you.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
agree with
Volsi.
Mezzo.
All right, great. How's it going? First of all, shout out to Joe, shout out to Mezzo. Big fan of you guys. I hope to go live with y'all one day. I appreciate you, everything that y'all do. Let me turn my camera on real quick.
It's happening right now. Like this is the this
Yeah,
is the
this is
moment. This
happening.
is real.
Yeah,
Made
it's
your
happening.
dreams come true.
Tune in.
Dreams do come true.
Yeah, definitely. So when it comes to Shauna's question, it's a very, very good question because as a young man, I agree with, I'm not sure if it was Joel or Mezzo who said it, but like, I kind of won the church lottery, I would say, because I was male, I'm heterosexual, I'm not trans, and I was the son of the pastor. Yeah, I mean, so I kind of won the lottery there. You feel me? So on one end, I was boosted up as, you know, the hope for Christianity, basically, the hope for the future. One of those chosen one type of stories. You feel me? Of course, it was very, very disappointing for my dad to find out that I didn't believe anymore. But still, even still to today, he wants to bring me back. But at the same time, I think misogyny and like patriarchal expectations, they put a lot of pressure on me that I think I wasn't ready for. One thing that's in like urban communities is that we get adultified a lot because out dealing with like racism, a lot of our parents teach us to be like kind of men early, you know what I mean? So by the time I was 12, 13, 14 years old, I was told I had to be the man of the church, you know what I mean? Or I had to treat women or see women a certain way because I'm quote unquote the man. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So it was really, really tough because at that age, it didn't feel right. You know, I think for a lot of young men out there, something like that doesn't necessarily feel right when you're 12, 13, 14 years old. It doesn't feel right to view women as, you know, your helpmate or something like that. And it's like, well, I don't want a maid. You know, I can clean my own room. I don't need a maid. You know, so it didn't feel right, but because I was so beat into it that the woman is my helpmate and I'm, you know, the man of the house, I'm the future, I'm this, that, and the third. It kind of gives you an ego. And I think by the time I was in my 20s, I had this huge ego of, you know, since I'm quote unquote the man, since I'm this great guy, you know, I'm nice, trademark, you know, the nice guy TM, since I'm that, you know, women should just fall on my feet. You know, it's really, really messed up, you know. And yeah, like how Mezzo said, if I met myself from back then, I would have told him the same thing. I would be like, hey, bro, everything they teaching you was bullshit. You know, it's complete and total bullshit. Like, open up some bell hooks, open up some Angela Davis, and read some feminist theory because everything they telling you was BS.
Do you have kids, Volsi?
My son is due September.
Oh, shit. Nice. Okay. Well, that's the only way to go back, right? Like, so you can't go back in time yet. We're at BBD Studios. We're working on some new technologies. I don't want to say anything too
ironically, give it time.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. But
yeah, we love to say
but
that.
the way to change the past is only to change the future. I think that was Voltaire said something like that. So the only way to do it is by changing the future, right? So I have 2 sons, and all I can do is help them not do what I did, right? And instill with them like some feminism. And I do the hell out of it. Like I try to make sure to do that and work hard to and I know it doesn't make up for all of my errors, but it does at least help the future a little bit, you know.
Yeah, it does. That's what me and my lady talk about all the time of, you know, we're raising our boy in this society now, and there's been like a huge societal shift, you know, with the president that we have and what's going on in society now. There's been a big shift of, you know, more towards you know, conservative ideology and more towards viewing women in a certain way of like controlling over their bodies and stuff like that. Of course, with the, you know, overturning of Roe v. Wade and what the education system is going to go through in the next 3 or 4 years. So that's something that we always said that we need to watch out and teach our son, especially, I don't know if you guys saw that yet, but the show on Netflix called Adolescence. You know, it's one of the, watch Adolescence on Netflix. It's
Joel and I don't
series.
we don't get influenced by things, so we can't. We're not allowed.
We're not allowed.
We're not
allowed. We want to. I want to, but I'm not allowed anymore.
But Shauna, I know that this isn't like the best answer to hear. Like it's not it's like a hurtful answer to hear that men were like, yeah, we did it. We were into it back then. And I wish the answer was, as soon as I realized anything was slightly misogynistic, I left the church right away and brought 50 people with me. It's just not how it works, unfortunately. So I'm sorry that the answer isn't good, but it was honest, I think. But also, Joel, did you have a funny version that you were going to do, or do you want us to pass?
No, but I did have this bit of an anecdote, which was a little bit ironic. And it was this one time my little brother just said some sort of comment at our house where he was like, women were made for our pleasure. And I just remember this, like we were all kids, and my mom just was like, what are you talking about? And she like almost like, smart enough, that's not true, and blah blah blah. But looking back, it's like, well, my mom, like we did have that misogynistic sort of like, women are the lesser than men, the man is the head of the household, and all those things. Women should just stay in the home and make babies and be the mom and all those things. So it's like, not like I can see why my brother got that notion. You know, like to get mad at him for saying something so gross. It's not really his fault. It's the fault of the whole fucking, like why are you getting mad at him? He's a kid. What's he supposed to know? She was trying to correct him. It's like, I think you're the one that probably told him this. But I think that like for me, there was this weird thing, and I've mentioned it before on a live, where you know, purity culture was such a strange thing where they try to convince boys to not sleep with women, but they kind of know that that's not going to work that well. So they convince women or girls to never sleep with a boy. They give them that. The purity culture is for the women so that it will keep the boys at bay, right? Protect your value type of thing. And because I was like there for those conversations, I always just assumed that women wouldn't enjoy sex, that only boys enjoyed sex, and women just did that when to please the guy. Right. And that did sort of confuse me as I got older, because I was never like, well, do you want to be here? Like, it was always like a very weird, and I don't want to be in a situation where someone else doesn't want to be there. Like, that's just, has never been something that I've been interested in.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like, sorry.
With,
I know you don't like, is this fine?
Yeah, and they're like,
but then I'm also like, what's this person's motivations? What is this? Why does this person want to be in this situation right now? And it was that, like, she can't be here because she wants to experience pleasure like me. We're not both on the same wavelength. And I think that sort of fucked me up for a few years there.
It's worse for women. So, like, don't get us wrong.
It's worse for women. Yeah.
But it also,
I'm not sitting here going, I had it bad, but
yeah.
But I think that's what you were asking, Shauna, is like, how did it affect men as well? Did you? Is it?
Yeah. And I just want to add one more thing, because a lot of things one thing I heard that when I was young, and I still hear it now, and I don't want to intervene in how my family raises their kids, like how my sister raises her nephew, or how my aunt raises my cousins, because they're all boys. But a lot of things I even hear from the women is that the whole men are the hunters thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's really dehumanizing. I think towards women, especially towards women, but towards the men as well, because it debases us to just these feral creatures who are always out there just hunting the things, the animals. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's really dehumanizing on both ends. And every time I hear it, like, I sometimes take my nephew to the side and be like, "Hey, listen, you're not a hunter. You are a 13-year-old boy. You're not a hunter. You're a 13-year-old boy. You're a human. Like, don't, like, I try to deprogram him, but I try not to intervene. But it's kind of difficult, because Christianity, even till today, is still very patriarchal.
That's so ironic that, like, they resort back to hunter-gatherer community mentality. Like, that's how far back they're trying to, like, regress humanity to. Like,
which is crazy, because I had to correct them and, like, hey, y'all know the hunters were also women, right? Like, anthropologists found that hunters were also women, so it wasn't just the men who were hunting. So the entire dynamic is stupid, I
also kick ass at gathering. Like, I don't normally like to brag about myself that much, but I will gather the fuck out of some fruits and berries and stuff. Like, nuts, don't even get me started. I will gather
justice for the
I find that yeah. By the way, I'm such a neither. Like, I find that I'm sort of like a takeout or delivery sort of, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of one. Yeah, like, I'll do neither. And I feel like that there's also, like, shout out to my neithers.
No, it was like hunter, gatherer, Grubhub, I think, were the three things.
That's
Grubhub, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for your honesty. That's what I was looking for, is an honest answer. Have empathy for all the little boys and little girls that grow up in this. It's just interesting to me, because I was raised by a dad who strangely taught me that women were superior to men. I don't want to get into a conversation of whether it's okay to say one side is superior or whatever. So the other side of that perspective is always interesting to me. So thanks so much for your answers.
Yeah, supremacy is always problematic, but at least it's like helping the side that needed it more. So half-based, I would say.
Yeah, same.
Well, Shauna, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. You guys put a big W in the chat for Shauna. Volsi, did you have any questions for the guys before we start our game?
No, actually, I definitely when I host another live, I definitely want to have Joel and Mezzo up there as well, because I've been big fans of them for a while. I'm sorry, I'm kind of fangirling right now, guys, but I've been watching Joel and Mezzo for a while, and I've always loved them. Always wanted to be on.
Now that was sexist, Volsey. We were just talking about it, and I got to call you out on it. You can be fan manning. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be
Well, listen,
fan
if you
man.
want to stay up here, I know that First Corinthians is staying up here to play the game. Volsey, if you want to stay up here, you're going to get to play this game with me too, so you can practice right now with Joel and Mezzo. We're going to play the classic game that I just made up recently called Divine or Decline. And here's how the game works. I am going to read to you something, a phrase, and you are going to tell me whether it's divine or decline. It's divine if it's from the Bible. It's decline if it's anything else, okay? And the points don't matter because this is kind of like whose line is it anyway. But keep track of the points because they really matter, okay? So make sure you guys are keeping track. You guys can play in the chat. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you say divine or decline as I read these off to you. And let's get started with
It's
number
time
one.
for divine or decline.
Or decline.
Thank you, Mezzo. Here we go with number one. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Wait, what? Hold on. What are the rules? What do we do?
Everyone. Is
We have to
this
say if this is-
divine or decline? Divine from the Bible or decline not from the Bible?
Oh,
Joel, did you cheat?
Nope. I didn't. I never cheat. There's no way you can prove that. Is it the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak? I'm going to
I
decline
think that's
that.
from Marvin Gaye. I'm going to decline it.
Yeah, same. That's
Okay, so Volsey, what are you? I'm going to go down each one. Volsey, what are you?
I say decline.
Okay, Corinthians.
I'm gonna go.
What are you
with,
going
Ugh, so you keep tricking me, but I'm gonna go with divine because there is a verse that says the flesh is.
Okay, you're going divine. Mezzo, what do you got?
Wait, say it one more time.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Oh, the same one? I thought you said that was from the Bible already. Did I miss that?
No, I haven't answered yet.
Oh no,
No,
I
we're
think
still
that's.
doing
I
it.
think it's R. Kelly. I think that's an R. Kelly.
Okay,
one.
that's decline, and Joel, you're
I know. That's
I'm
why
declining too.
you're
I
declining.
decline
It
R.
is divine. That's from Matthew 26:41.
It is in there. Oh my goodness, this is going to be tough because
Okay.
we all know the phrase, but
All right, here we go. And
But,
it
you know,
came
you-
to pass. And it came to pass that the
poops.
people. And it came to pass that the people were in darkness for the space of 3 days, and there was great mourning and howling and weeping among all the people.
Yeah. Wait.
That's divine.
Yeah, I think that's
Divine for
Joshua,
Volsey.
right?
the
Mezzo,
plague
divine,
of
Joel.
You're thinking about that. Divine. That's the plague of
They were in
darkness. I think.
plague.
Joel, you're divine? You're saying divine?
They were
Yeah.
in lightness, but-
Corinthians, you're saying divine? Everybody's got divine?
Yes.
That's decline. That's from the Book of Mormon, 3 Nephi 8:25.
I accept the Book of Mormon as divine. That
Okay, this
doesn't-
No,
isn't
I'm
fair. This
sorry.
isn't fair. So what's the plague of darkness? How many days was that? Because
I
obviously
think
you're
that
doing
was
the
just for
plague of
one- I think it was
darkness
just one
Mormon
night.
edition. Is that what you're doing? And,
It was
and
like
by the
8
way,
hours.
that's a divine book. Like that's still
Our
a divine
sponsors
book. You
have
can't do that.
spoken, people. It is not divine. Okay, the sponsor is right there off camera, and he said, "I have to go."
I
Wait,
feel
But
like
Doug doesn't think the Book of Mormon is divine. Okay, whatever.
I don't think the Bible's divine, so I'm going to decline.
I'm still giving myself a point. Yeah, that's
Okay,
smart.
all right.
That's smart.
I'll
Good
give you a
move.
tally, Joel.
He who fights with monsters should look
Finally.
to it that he himself does not become a monster.
That's from Frankenstein.
Oh,
I think.
that's decline.
Yeah,
That's decline. Yeah.
That's from Frankenstein. I love it, but it's from Friedrich Nietzsche.
Yeah, that's Mary Shelley.
It's beyond good and evil.
Yeah. But did he write Frank? No, yeah, it was.
No.
Mary.
No.
Mary. What was her name?
Yeah.
Mary
Mary
Shelley.
Mary Shelley did, and
When you have two
yeah.
first names, you should not be trusted. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got 30,000 points to 0.
Oh, fuck.
Is that how many points? How many points per decline?
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you.
It just
so
depends
much.
on if you get it right or wrong, Joel. Don't do the math.
Right. Yeah. And when the
I got that one
trump
right.
shall sound, the dead shall rise, and the wicked shall weep and gnash their teeth.
That's definitely divine.
Divine.
Well, now I don't know because, like, I would say divine because these are certainly phrases in the Bible, but it could be in the Book of Mormon, which is just like a paraphrasing of what's in the Bible. That's rude, Crystal. This is a real like.
Say it one more time. I want to hear it.
Dead in Christ shall live.
Yeah, say it one more time, really slow. Say it really slow.
And when the trump shall sound, the dead shall rise, and the wicked shall weep and gnash their teeth.
I'm going to decline. I know that there's supposed to be eternal darkness and gnashing of teeth, but I think it's phrased a little differently, so I'm going to decline.
Yeah, it's supposed to say the trump shall resound, the dead in Christ shall rise and meet him in the air,
you,
I think
guys.
is what
Thank
the thing. So I'm going to decline it too, because I feel like this is some sort of weird paraphrase.
This is a trick one. I'm a decon.
Yeah, she's
we
not playing
declining?
fair. This is rude.
And I'm trying to set a new gift goal while you guys argue about this.
Wait, what's the translation?
We're not arguing, Crystal.
I agree. We're not arguing, and I decline.
Okay, it is decline. It is. This is a mix of biblical sounding phrases.
Okay.
I can't set a new gift.
That's
goal. Now
fucking
I'm
rude.
frozen.
That's fucking rude.
I don't
The
make
game's
rules.
rude.
I mean, I do.
It's a rude game, Joel. Just play along.
It's like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego got off the ark and there were kangaroos. Like, yeah, you're mixing and matching. That's not fair.
Am I frozen for you guys? Because my
it's a little
thing is
choppy.
frozen.
Unfortunately,
A little choppy.
My
it's a
thing
little
is frozen
choppy, but
is
it seems like
divine.
we can still play this stupid game.
I'm trying to set a new gift goal and it got crazy for a minute or something, and so my screen is frozen. Okay. Oh, here it's finally letting me. Let's just confirm that one.
Yeah, it's a.
Why
we can
is
hear
this
you
so,
fine, but
like,
your
a
video's
pain?
choppy. It's just yours.
I'm sorry.
Mine's
it's
great.
the gift goal thing. Okay. Okay. All right. It should be done. Go away. Go away.
Yeah, looks good now.
I can't get it to stop.
It's fine.
Wait,
It's fine.
okay.
Just
Woe to the shepherds who destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture,
Divine.
says the Lord. Whoa.
ooh, that was a quick divine. I'm gonna go with Selena divine.
Whoa.
Yeah. Same. Divine.
Can you say it like just say each word backwards?
Yeah, okay. Doral.
What?
Yeah.
No, just like go like say the whole word.
Da. Itrois. Ooh. Sidersh. The woe.
Yeah, that's divine. Yeah.
That's divine. That's from Jeremiah 23.
I mean, if I heard that on a record, I would think it's demonic, but it sounds divine when you do it.
It
And
is.
I would
It's
like to
divine
point
because
out-
I did it.
I would like to point out that your audience is treating me the way Yahweh treats women. I have the least amount of coins up here. That means they think I'm worth less than everyone else.
That is wrong. That is wrong on so
That's a
many levels.
nightmarish truth.
Get her some coins, y'all. Get her some coins.
No, don't give.
Whoa,
I was playing.
whoa, that was an instance.
That's such a move to say no, now don't give
Big
them right
W.
after they're sending them.
Big
Classic.
No, don't
Way
do the
to
thing I
go.
just told you to do.
You guys don't. I put
stop,
up a
please.
ridiculous gift goal, so you don't have to give them to me, but you can if you want. Anyway,
By the
and
way,
don't forget to subscribe.
whoever Andrew is, thanks for the $50 Cash App. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Andrew.
All right,
Oh,
that's
and if you've sent me Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, I can't see them, but thank you. The links are up there, though. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Yeah, the thirsty get filled.
oh, that's divine.
Yeah, that feels
Wait,
divine.
what?
Blessed are
What is it?
they
Blessed are
who
those
hunger.
who
Blessed are
hunger
they who hunger
and
thirst
thirst
after righteousness,
righteousness.
Oh, wait.
for they shall
For
be
they
filled. By
will
the
be
way,
filled.
I
It's-
use
it
the
sound-
NRSV
you know what?
UE.
Yeah, I'm gonna say divine because if it's decline, then you're a straight up B word, and I hate this game, and I'm gonna leave because you're not playing fair.
It's divine,
So
Joel.
if it's decline, I'm
We can
gone,
still be
but
friends.
it's divine.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
Divine.
divine.
I agree.
It's divine. Okay.
That's what I said.
And Satan shall be bound in chains, and the saints shall rejoice, for the Lord will reign 1,000 years in peace.
Is it Revelation?
It sounds like a revelation, but it could be one of these tricks.
Mormon.
It's a double bluff.
Could be Mormon.
So
Or it
yeah,
could
I'm
be
gonna say
something
decline
from
because if
I
we
got
have
my
another
poker face.
divine,
Yeah.
Is it a Hindu Vedic?
I'm
Is it one of the
declining
Vedas?
I'm declining too.
Can you guys
Yeah, I'm
tell?
declining.
Am I giving anything
it's
away?
1,000.
Yeah, I can see
It's
the
the
reflection
ideas of
answer in your
the
glasses.
divine, but it's probably a decline.
I'll
This is my
divine.
poker
I'll go
face.
divine. I'll go divine.
You're gonna go divine. I'm gonna
ready?
go decline.
Bolsey,
I'm going decline as well.
Corinthians.
I went decline.
I forgot which one it was. Oh yeah, it's decline. It's decline.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right. Number 8. It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for
Pass
a
through
rich
the
man
eye
to
of the
enter in the
needle
kingdom of
than
God.
for a
Divine.
rich man,
That's
God of God.
divine.
For a who man?
I'm gonna say divine too. Richmond.
That's divine.
Oh, I thought she said a bitch man. I was gonna say.
Oh, that would have been good. That would have
She's
been
a
good
bitch
switcheroo.
man, and it's gone too far, but you know it don't matter anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
say
what did we
Devin.
decide? Everybody
Devine.
divine?
Everyone's divine.
Devine.
That's divine.
Everyone's
It is
divine.
That's divine. Okay, do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one.
Oh no, that's just like from like a Hallmark
That is-
greeting card.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
That's literally Crystal. I think Crystal, you probably wrote that, and it's literal trash. That's the worst
Actually,
phrase I've
just
ever heard in my
something
entire
quoted
life.
That's something quoted from one of your Christians from one of your debates, Joel. Not just
Oh really?
You,
not
that's
true.
impossible.
That sounds like
And that- well, I'd accept that. That is trash. I mean, they say trash, so that makes sense.
It does sound
Yeah,
like
that's
something
pure
they would
trash.
say, though. It's decline. Okay. And the lion shall lie down with the lamb, and they shall not harm nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
That's divine. That's talking about the new heaven and the new earth, and
They
'cause,
do
the
talk about
serpents would
lions
be
and
there
lamb in
eating
Revelation.
dirt.
Say it one more time.
And the lion shall lie down with the lamb, and they shall not harm nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
Holy mountain.
It's a decline.
I'm gonna divine.
Hard pass.
I'll Declan. Because the mountain, I don't know if that's quite right.
Volsey?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
I mean, they're all the right.
Joel, why is it a decline? You know why it's a decline, huh?
There's never does it say the lion and the lamb in the Bible. That
Who
is
says
just
that?
in an
It
Elvis
doesn't say
song
lion and the
Thinker
lamb?
discovered.
Right. It's from
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yeah.
That's right.
It says
Okay,
like
that
the
was-
wolf and the lamb or something like that.
Yeah.
The wolf and the lamb.
It does. It's in Isaiah.
Thank God.
somewhere.
It was the
Isaiah 11, 6 through
Yeah,
9.
the-
It says something similar.
some wolf.
Okay,
will
that
lie down
is
with
the
a
end of
lamb
the
or
show.
something like
So
that.
who won? Who got the most points? It looks like Joel's leading
I
with
had
2.6.
975 million points.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a lot more points here. Yeah.
I actually won.
No, I don't
because,
know how many points I won by, but what's that?
I won because I.
Well, Crystal,
I made the
Mezzo
whole
and I
game
want to
up.
thank. Made the
We're
whole
not
game
done. We
up.
have
Yeah,
one
you-
more thing to
you,
do. One more thing before you can
promoted
leave,
a
sir.
fraud.
It is a time to play one more game, and it's who would be more
Another
likely.
game?
Yes, we get to hear, and this one they don't get to chime in. Just you and Mezzo. You guys can choose at home who you think would be more likely. Bullsey, Selena, go ahead and shout it out if you guys think you know who would be more likely. But I'm going to ask you guys the questions, and you two are going to decide
Who would be more likely?
Mezzo or
Who
Joel.
would be more? No. Who would be more likely? Who would be more likely? Who?
Yay. Okay, ready? Who would be more likely to accidentally text the wrong person something embarrassing?
Well, now I have done this before, so I would pick me because I for sure, I have really big thumbs. And you know what they say, big thumbs, bad texts. And they put them so close together. You know, the text to like your mother-in-law's family's here, and then your college friends are here. It's like right next to each other. And I did one time send a text to my family, my sister, my sister-in-law, my father-in-law, my aunt-in-law, my grandma, and like my whole in-laws that said, farted in a microwave, running experiment, more
I
data
remember
to
this
follow.
story.
Yeah, more data to follow. And my grandma loved it.
That's hilarious.
I've never done it, so it's obviously.
My college friends would have loved it, by the way. Just to be clear, they would have loved that joke. But yeah, my family did not care for it.
I like it that your grandma did, though.
So she was
That's
like, "Well,
pretty
what
awesome.
happened? Like, what's the like? What are the results?"
So my daughter-in-law is a marathon runner, and she's really fucking awesome. Okay, she's like my best friend. I love her. She's amazing. But when we first got to know each other, you know, like you don't know whether you're gonna like your daughter-in-law and your mother-in-law. You don't know whether you're gonna like each other or not. So you're kind of trying to be really super nice and not screw anything up. And I just did this to Volsey the other day, so he might know what I'm going to say because I did it to him in his channel the other day. She texted me and she said, I just finished my marathon and I wanted to say, way to go. But I said, what the fuck? And I just did that to Bullsey the other day too. He was like, yay, I got more, you know, like I made this goal and I said, what the fuck? And then hurry and deleted it and I changed it to way to go. But I think Tahir or somebody saw it before I had a chance to delete it real quick.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was like, okay, that was definitely a typo.
Yeah.
I never send the wrong thing because I send all my dick pics to my whole family in a group chat, and that's the way you solve that, right?
Oh, you just do it on purpose.
You just do it anyway, and then it's just like not a problem. Yeah.
Power move.
All right.
And they love it. They love it, by the way. They love it. My grandma.
We're really close to 100,000. While I finish up this game with them, try to get me to 100,000 if you can. And I'd love to get one more subby. If you haven't subscribed, please think of doing so today. I'm going to bring you great shows like this one. And hopefully these guys had fun tonight and they'll come back in a couple of months and do this again. So you'll get to see them again. Okay, who would be more likely to survive the longest in a zombie apocalypse?
The ninja,
He has no
probably.
brains.
Joel.
Yeah.
He has no brains.
Wow.
I had a
love
joke
you,
that I
Joel.
did when I do stand up, which is and you know it's hit and miss. I've gotten good laughs on it, but sometimes not great laughs. But I go what is it? Something about women. Can't remember how the joke goes, but it has something to do with like in a zombie apocalypse. It's basically Selena's joke there, but it's basically in a zombie apocalypse. Oh, I never worry about being in a zombie apocalypse. I say I would never be afraid of women zombies because as much as they'll be going brains, they'll still just end up going for the guys with tattoos.
That's good.
That's the joke.
But Joel, I only say that because you look like the Scarecrow, and that's my favorite character in The Wizard of Oz.
From
That
the
doesn't make
Wiz?
it better. Why would that be? Why would that be better? Like, is it the way I move? Like, what's the?
Let me clean
You
it
just
up,
look
Joel.
like you're just stuffed with straw. I don't know. I just feel like you're just a. If I only had a brain. Who's cackling?
Okay. In the background, in my house, that would be my daughter. She's laughing about something totally different than this.
Can you just tell her to shut up till we're done? Thanks.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh my God.
What's the next?
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Who would be more likely to spontaneously book a trip without telling anyone? I think that's Joel.
I think that's Joel.
It's gonna be me.
That's Joel.
Yeah. It's not really my MO, but like I don't have a family the way Mezzo does, and definitely do that. Like as far as telling a lot of people, like I don't tell a lot of people in my life a lot of the things that I do. So yeah, that sounds.
I used to, before I had a family, that was a thing I would do for sure. I also like booked a flight as a prank once, and that was a pretty good prank. And I actually I had a friend come visit me, and he visited me, and then he was going home, and he didn't know that I had also booked the same flight back, like the seat next to him to fly back home to hang out with him after, and he didn't know that. So we said bye, and we're close friends, and we hugged, and then he left, and I dropped him off at the airport, and we said bye, and then I went and parked and went into the airport and changed in the airport bathroom into a disguise, which at LAX is risky. That's a risky move to do. But I had like a scarf and a coat and like a kind of big hat and sunglasses, and I walked around the airport and followed him in the airport for hours without him noticing me, just shadowing him until finally when we got on the plane and I just like sat down next to him, and he was like, "What are you doing here? You're gonna get in trouble. You're not supposed to be here right now," because I was like wearing a disguise. So it was a pretty good joke. So I used to be more like Joel, but then you get a family, people start to love you.
How'd you get a seat right?
This was before.
How'd you get a seat right beside him?
Yeah, this was like before 9/11. You could do whatever.
So you didn't always have
no, it
assigned
wasn't.
seats.
That's
Just random seats.
No, it was just like I had booked it like months in advance. Like I had been planning this for a really long time. Like I bought a scarf and a spy hat.
Yeah,
like,
if they
it was
didn't
a
have
whole
like
thing.
assigned seating, then that makes sense.
No, they did, and
But, like,
I knew his seat because he sent me his.
You
flight
knew his seat?
He was like, "This is my flight info." He forwarded me the thing because I had to drop him off at the airport, and it says his seat number on the thing.
That's
So I
good
just got
then.
the one next to it.
Yeah. All right. I tried to poke holes in it, but this is definitely
It's a very
story.
true story, and it was really fun. And I remember changing in, like, just being in a very secure airport in Los Angeles and changing in the bathroom into spy clothes. I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I'm on the list. Like, it was really scary, but it was funny.
All right. Who would be more likely to start a conspiracy theory just for the fun of it? That's Mezzo. That's Mezzo.
I'm so anti-conspiracy theory. I hate.
I know, but you would
don't
do
like
it just to screw with people, I think.
Yeah, just to mess with people.
Are you guys all in on this together?
Like Mezzo, think about this. Think about this though. Like, let's not say just to screw with people, but to like, if you were in the midst of your debates, you might conjure up a conspiracy theory.
I've definitely done
just
that.
for I mean, you talk about Bigfoot,
Yeah.
and that's just not what I do.
That
So,
I
yeah.
have done. Yeah, okay, I get you. Yeah.
But if you started, I would yes and that, and I would build on that.
Oh yeah,
I'd build it with you,
and
my
I would
friend.
yes and with you for sure, but absolutely. But I wouldn't do it not for real. No.
Yeah.
Who would be more likely to get famous for something completely ridiculous? See, I think this is Joel.
I think that's Joel.
Yeah.
I don't do ridiculous things. I'm kind of like smooth
Yeah,
and
that's
cool
the
and
thing.
like suave and
Yeah.
stuff. I
That's
think
Joel.
Joel's
One of
like
his-
a
one of his
I know that you're
songs go
being
viral.
cackling goofball.
Yeah, I know
type.
you're trying to tear me down with that, but yeah, no, I think that like even though
He
I
would
feel
slip
attacked,
on a
I'm
banana
an
peel or-
idiot. I'm just like a complete moron who does like just is a big dummy.
It's
And
gonna
so, yeah,
happen. Like
I would.
like he's gonna witness a car accident, and the news is gonna interview him, and he's gonna like stutter.
Oh,
and
that's not so
try to do
fun.
jokes.
Yeah.
To the like to the news reporter and just bomb, and then it's gonna go viral, and I'll be like,
I just wouldn't
reposting it.
be afraid of woman zombies. Because they would just be going brains, and
right?
and then am I right? And that's what
And the guy would be like,
down there.
Back to you, Tom, and then it would go viral for something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, who would be more
She
likely
does not
to cry?
feel amusement from our answers.
Yeah,
No,
it's just like,
no.
The chat
Move
is
Next.
loving this, Crystal. You have to understand. Like, I know that we're being annoying, and we're being like
Yeah.
like we're talking
But
too
they're-
much, and you're tired, and you want to end this, but the chat is fucking
They're
eating this
gagging
up.
for it.
They're
gagging.
They love it.
They're
fucking gagging for it. Gagging tops and bottoms for it.
Okay, I'll act more engaged.
See, that's the sound. That's the sound.
Everything all right?
Get used to that sound, because that is what we hear all the time when we're doing our lives.
All the time when we're in
You guys,
grocery
if you love that
stores.
sound, make sure you're following me and subscribing to my YouTube so you can hear more.
Can I get some gags in chat for Crystal, you guys? Put some gags in chat. All right, next question.
Yeah. Okay. Who would be more likely to cry at a commercial?
I don't know. I like.
For just 26 cents a day, you can save this doggy.
No, for me it's like
cartoons. Yeah, me too.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like just a regular car commercial. It's like Ford Tough.
I'm sorry.
I lose it.
You might know me from such commercials as this one.
For me, it's crying at like a McDonald's commercial when a kid and his dad are eating together, and it's like they're trying to show that the dad is doing the bare minimum. And that really always gets to me, to watch a dad do the bare minimum.
God, I fucking hate
so
the way
beautiful.
dads are portrayed in commercials. It genuinely drives me so angry. Like the dumb dad trope is so infuriating to me, because I
It's
work
annoying.
so fucking hard as a father. Like every time they're just like whatever it is, and he's like, I don't know how to use a mop. Oh, doy. It's like this guy. It's just like, fuck shit. I mean, I don't
I
like.
can
I don't
see
know how to
that.
mop, but I sweep really good. So like, it's.
How do you
it's
give
it.
me that mop? You don't know what
Oh
you're
my
doing.
God.
This guy.
I can
That's
see
how
why.
it
I can
is.
see why that would. I can see why that would drive you so mad. But I don't know. I'll cry at like a cartoon, like Bob's Burgers. That's maybe. I don't cry, but I tear up.
Bluey
when-
gets me. Like I talk about how I cry during Bluey in my life sometimes. It really does. That show has put me in pieces before, as has Encanto and Moana, like the first Moana. Those ones, like I fell apart during some parts of those, and the end of Coco for sure.
What about the beginning of Up?
The beginning of Up,
Yeah, the beginning of Up,
actually,
yeah.
Just so
kind of did,
beautiful.
but later when the dog is barking with the collar and it's like, hello, I was just like, because I have a problem
whole
with the
movie.
physics. I don't think helium could lift a house, so I'm watching it with my arms crossed. Like, I don't buy this.
Yeah, this is where science ruins. See, you have to have
that's
faith
where science ruins.
because the science will ruin
I don't
things
buy
for
it.
you.
I
Yeah.
don't buy it.
Nah, it sucks. That sucks. You have to suspend your disbelief. That's the only way cartoons and religion work.
It was Inside Out too for me when Riley got an anxiety attack, because I've been through that. So that
Oh,
was
yeah,
it for
yeah.
me. Mhm.
Both of those are good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Because I want to be a therapist,
Those are
so
really good. Yeah, I don't
Hit home.
cry. I'm heartless, and
Yeah,
I
I
just
can see it.
don't have emotions, so that
I
doesn't
get
happen
that.
to me.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, who would be more? I am the biggest crybaby ever, so I'm not joking. I do cry at McDonald's commercials. I actually.
I don't think a commercial
big
has. I
crybaby.
really don't think a commercial has ever got me. Like
Okay.
I
fucking
think-
just hate
I was-
commercials so much. I mute them. I don't pay attention to them. I can't think of the commercial.
You mean the brother and the sister who practically make out in the Christmas morning when the Folgers cup doesn't get to you?
Yeah,
that's
I think I've like teared up. I've teared up at like a commercial, like one of those longer commercials that they have. It's probably
those
around
Scientology
Christmas.
ones?
The
Scientology ones.
No, it's probably for chocolate or diamond rings or something. But like they have the longer story and there's more going on, and you watch it online and someone sends it to you. I think I've gotten choked up at something like that. But typically, yeah, I never watching television, and I don't really do.
Okay, you're right. There was one that they passed around during the Olympics where they showed all of these little kids falling down and stuff, like learning how to ice skate and learning how to ski and stuff like that. And the mom was always there to like pick them up and tie their shoes and get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and take them to practice. And then you see them go and get their gold medal. Yep. Okay,
Fuck you, Crystal. I'm gonna go now.
Who would be more likely to forget where they parked their car and panic?
Well, this is actually true. As a callback to when I got on that airplane in disguise, like I said, I had to do like an airport parking, which I never do because it's $8,000. And I was in a hurry because I wanted to track him. So I just parked somewhere in the thing and didn't even like take note of where it was and got in the airport. And then a week later when I came back, I couldn't find my car for like 3 hours. And I was like just going up and down stairs, and I was so tired and had a heavy suitcase, and I was so frustrated. So yeah, I didn't panic, but I was like, I was just like a mess. I cried for sure.
I've never done that. I'm an adult.
I would never make that claim about myself.
That actually happened to me once, and I had my Apple Watch on, and it says it looks like you're working out. And I'm like, I'm not working. I'm looking out for my damn car. I can't find my car.
I lost my daughter's car once in San Diego. San Diego has an area that's all one-way streets. Oh no, I'm not going to tell this story.
Is that where Dude Where's My Car took place? Is that a thing in San Diego? That's just like a San Diego thing?
There's a bunch of one-way streets, and I'm so stupid, but I have my GPS trying to help me figure out where I am. But what I don't understand is that my GPS the whole time is on if you're going to drive to where you're looking, and I'm walking. So it's taking me down only one-way streets, but I could actually walk the other way and get to the car faster. But I don't understand because I'm lost in San Diego, and it was horrible. And yeah. And I cried. I did cry.
By the way,
let's see.
Mezzo, they are going to remake that movie with Timothy Chalamet. It's called Dune, Where's My Car?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to it. Dune, Where's My Worm? It's going to be good.
Dune, Where's My Worm?
Oh, yeah, trip, bro.
Who would be more likely to end up on a reality TV show? That's going to be Joel again because he's already
Joel.
I've been on shows,
Yeah, I would never want to ever. Like, that sounds so terrible to me.
Well, why do you have to just say, no, Joel can get on TV? I'm not.
I would get the offer.
I would never want to do that.
I would get the offer for sure, but I would decline.
No, you never offer. You have to apply to the thing.
Please just give it to my friend Joel. He needs this. He really needs this, and I would get him.
I would never even want this. I would never even want this. What are you talking? Like, that's such a safe face sort of thing.
No, but my face
I would never even want that. Of course, Joel can do that if he wants. I would never even want it.
So, like, I think the plan worked. Is all I'm saying.
Next question, please, Crystal. Thank you.
Also,
how many more are there?
Fair warning, Joel's getting cranky. We probably have like 2 questions left in us, and then we got to go.
Oh, that's good because there's only 2 left.
Okay.
Who would be more likely to talk
for that.
their way?
I'm fine, by the way. I could do this for 17 more hours, but I can tell he's tired, so we should probably,
Who would be more likely to talk their way out of a speeding ticket? Mezzo.
Talk my way out of it? I mean, I've fucked my way out of it, but I don't know if I could talk my way out of it.
It'd probably be more of a blowy way out of it, Mezzo. And I think that, like, it would be me, but Mezzo can think it could be him if you need to. Do you need to think that,
Depends on
baby?
the cop. It depends on the cop, honestly. I think I could do it. I have before, but I don't get pulled over anymore. Right, like now, like when I was younger, I did all the
see,
time.
it's always something. It's always something. Oh, I'm a perfect driver.
No, I'm just scared. I'm scared now more of the police because I have like my kids and my family with me and stuff like that. I really like drive like an absolute wuss now. Whereas I used to ride a motorcycle and I got pulled over a lot, like all the time. And I told, I think on my live, my DUI story, which we don't have time to get into, but yeah.
One time I thought it was funny to pretend I wasn't wearing my seatbelt while I was driving by a police officer
That's
and
so
go
funny.
like I had my seatbelt on and I said, I forget who was with me. I was like, watch this will be funny. So driving by the officer, I was like, ah! Pretending to like comedically try to get my seatbelt back on. I was like, oh no, the seatbelt, there's a cop. Anyway, I got pulled over and ticketed for not wearing my seatbelt. I thought it was so funny. I was like, this is a funny prank. It just got me a ticket, so that sucked. Anyway, but I've talked myself out of a couple tickets. So
Yeah, I have too. I mean, like when they come up, like sometimes you think maybe you've talked your way out of it, but you don't know if they just weren't going to give it to you anyways, and they were just trying to scare you. So it feels like you did. It's a little hard to tell because cops are, they're all bad.
Duplicitous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who would be more likely to adopt way too many pets and regret nothing? That would be Mezzo, I think.
I regret everything about it. We have too many fucking animals. Do you know how much of my day is spent scooping shit? Today I had to my tortoise dug a tunnel into my yard today and was like in the ground like 2.5 feet. And she's huge. Like she's like 80 pounds. I can't just get her. So, and she's stuck, like can't turn around. So we have to like pull her out by her shell. My fingers are ripping. My back hurts. She's pissed. She wants to go in there. Like, it's terrible. We have a rabbit that is just shits all over everywhere. The dog's shit. My kids shit in the yard now. The cat's always all over the place. Like, all I do is scoop shit. I hate it. I regret it, like, completely. Completely regret it. You guys just get one cat. Don't get everything else.
I feel like these questions should come with trigger warnings, Crystal. Because
I got triggers. I'm
just
sorry about
launched
that.
it.
I get
He
a
got
little.
triggered.
That happens to me.
It went off the rails there.
Can I take that one more time? Can we just like rewind and do like a
Yeah. Which one of you knuckleheads would get these pets and not regret them?
Not me. I love my cats and my dogs and my tortoise and my rabbits and my whole
Well, you
family.
got so-
It'd be Joel.
Jeez, you got so many pets though, and I don't have any pets, so it's definitely got to be you because you got too many pets, and then you don't regret.
No
them.
regrets for my pets. Know what I mean?
No regrets. Exactly. That's awesome. I love that.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Shit. That was better.
Crystal, thanks for having us. It was a good time, fun time talking games, and a lovely visit. Questions, and then also Bad Bible Debates. Thank you.
Actually, tell us
Mezzo?
all about Bad Bible Debates before we close up for the night, and tell people when you'll be live again. Just promote yourself to hell and back.
Well,
Yeah, a lot of
Joel's
people
going to
don't
be
know
live
this.
tomorrow, which is Thursday.
Mhm.
You're going to be live Thursday?
Which is tomorrow. It's Tuesday.
Oh, shit.
Planning on going live a little bit in the maybe mid-afternoon or something like that. I've got a brunch, so sometime after that. And
such a bragger,
Bad
like-
Bible Debates. I have a friend.
Just tell people you're rich. Like, it's
Gonna go
crazy.
hang out with my friend.
It's
And
crazy the way you sneaked it in.
and then we have a podcast called Bad Bible Debates.
Bad
And
Bible
I
Bidets.
don't know if people, yeah, people don't know this, and this is going to be a real eye opener for a lot of people here. But the Bible's bad. It's so dumb, and it's just like full of bad stuff.
Well, what's
and
fun
so
is that
we do
so are
debates
the
about
debates, right? The debates also go
Yeah.
bad usually. So
Yeah.
it's a play on
Yeah.
words. It's word play, I would say.
The Bible's bad. The debates are bad.
Is
Everything's
that
bad.
like foreplay, but it's with words?
I would call it 5 play.
Ooh.
Like it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll get you there. And so we have our, like we said, penultimate episode out earlier today. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts, unless like you listen to podcasts just like in a telephone booth somewhere. Like we don't have them there, but
Or you
just
just
like
have someone
normal-
else. Sometimes other people will have like someone else listen to them and then yell them at them.
Oh, that's fun.
If you need me to, I do listen to them, and I could just Discord voice them to you.
Yeah.
But
So hook up with
yeah.
Crystal, follow her, send her DM, see if she'll reiterate the whole entire podcast.
If you could do
to
the audio book version of the podcast, I think that'd be good. So just like add a little bit like, and then Joel said, and then say his lines and
Right,
stuff,
right.
and kind of just do the whole thing.
And
in
then do his
audiobook
voice.
version. Yeah.
I
Your
love
voices,
What
but
would that
don't make it
sound like?
offensive, please. Don't do the the way you normally do
No.
your voices. And yeah, so check out those. And our final episode for season 1 is coming out next week on Monday. It's
Yes.
gonna be crazy.
Off the hook.
It's gonna be off the
It's
chain
wild.
and the hook, hookless, chainless. Everything.
It's so funny.
It's gonna
so
be good.
funny. The debates are funny, but they're bad, and the Bible's bad, but the podcast is amazing. Ironically,
Yeah, it somehow like double negatives itself out. And I'll be live most likely Wednesday, and then we're doing this again with you on Friday, right, Crystal? We're back
Friday,
here.
yeah, every
but we're doing
Friday
the six. But we're doing the 6, right? We're doing the
6
6
hours.
hour.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're doing this. We're
Let
doing
me-
the
let me-
big
They really
6.
want me
yeah.
to practice the voice, Joel. So let me practice real quick. And then
Okay.
Joel said to the Christian, "Well, he could have been tickled by a feather." Was that good?
Joel,
Did I
don't
do it
interrupt
good?
while she's doing it. This sound just. Oh, is that you? I thought that was him. I thought he was interrupting you. That's really good. I don't know what did you.
I've been working hard. I did not drop Joel.
What a runner.
He ran. Where did you run to? I don't know the song actually.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Granite, did you want to say something before
Yeah,
Mezzo
I
drops
just-
out on us too?
I grew up, I was born in 69, so the whole 70s, I remember they had the Lion and the Lamb flannel graph that we would use in Sunday school. So I looked it up, and it was originally in the King James Version as the Lion and the Lamb, and then it got changed to the Wolf and the Lamb because it was because it's accurate.
That's not what we've researched. We've researched
Isn't that
the King
weird?
from Elvis
No, the-
Presley.
Yeah, well, he used it, but probably because he probably grew up with the King James Bible, so. But isn't that weird that it would be like just one Bible, but like so
You're
many
thinking
people
of
would
the
know it?
King of Rock and Roll version.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, the King of Rock and Roll version.
The King, the KEV, the King Elvis version.
Why did you take off your BBD background? Are you quitting the podcast
It's none of your
because of what
business.
she did?
It's none of your business.
that
I'm
had
going to talk
nothing
to
to do with
whoever
me.
the lawyer is. I'm going to go talk to whoever the lawyer is, and we'll work it out.
You
Do
guys
this,
can't
then
break
let's
up
put
on
up
my
mine.
show.
Better not be breaking up.
I have guests lined up. Volsey's lined up on my show, man.
We already
Don't break
did
up on
the
my
show. It's over. We can fight.
Yeah,
now.
the
It
show's
doesn't
done,
matter.
Crystal. It's
But
been
I
done
want
for
other
since
people-
I
they're gonna
left.
go, she has a bad show. People break up on her
Oh,
show.
so what are they
Don't
going
go
to do?
on
They're
her
going to break
show.
up with themselves? This is like
Yeah,
how many
they
double
do.
acts you have up here?
Volsey sometimes doesn't like himself. You don't understand.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that's
I
a
go
that's
through
a
things.
tougher
This
thing.
has been
Yeah.
a long time coming. This has nothing to do with
Yeah.
the show. This is just like a catalyst.
It is harder,
maybe.
like when you are on your own and you're going to break up with yourself. I mean, that's a big breakup. Mezzo means nothing to me, so I won't even notice it. I won't even feel it. It'll just be like, no big whoops.
I'm gonna throw up.
So
I'm gonna throw up from pain.
Good.
From heart pain.
Good.
Hey
All
guys,
right, well,
actually,
thanks,
from
guys.
You love each other. Now kiss and make
Thanks
up.
for being.
Just
Yeah,
kiss
that's
for
gonna
us.
happen.
Everybody's been wanting
It's
to do
been
that
fun.
on my show.
Some of the show was fun. It's ending
What's the
weird, but like
opposite of
some of the fun
kissing?
was
Like, could we go butt to butt? That's
leaving.
Like a backwards
Leaving,
kiss. I'd be down
probably.
for that. Like
Oh,
leaving.
God.
Yeah.
All right, I
You
do gotta
guys,
get
thank
out
you
of here,
for-
guys.
All right, Volsy, thank you.
Bye,
I don't
Volsy. Good
remember
to
what
see
night,
ya.
But I'll be promoting you in the next day or two because I know you're going live with me,
So
Volsy.
Yeah,
You
I think
guys-
I'm going live Saturday. This week I won't be live because I'm with family. I gotta go visit
All
my
right.
dad and stuff. So this week is no live, but Saturday I'll definitely be live with Crystal. I'll be back over here, and I appreciate you
Make
guys.
sure you're
Love y'all.
following Volsy, you guys. Follow Volsy for great lives
Link in
on
bio.
deconstructing and also politics.
Link in bio.
You guys, thanks for 103,000 likes. Thanks for all the gifts. Thanks for all the new subscriptions, all the new followers.
Follow the
Joel,
link in the
Mezzo, I love you
bio.
guys very much, and thank you so much for
Love you
being
too,
my guest
Crystal.
because I had a lot of fun. I really appreciate
Jenny,
it,
thanks
you
for the
guys.
$75 on Cash App. Appreciate you so much.
That's not true. He's lying. He's lying. He's a lie. He's a chronic liar. All right. Crystal,
good night,
thanks for having
everybody.
me. It was some of it was a mistake, but I had a good time for a lot of it. And
wait,
we'll
Joel.
see you around these TikTok streets.
Sorry, real quick, Joel.
And
did you want to before we go?
interesting. Oh, that's interesting that I have those drop powers. I forgot that. So perfect.
And I didn't give them to Mezzo. Bye, everybody. See you around the mean streets of TikToks. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and like. And everybody, thank you again. Have a great... Oh, by the way, I have Volsy. I have Sam coming up. I have Nick Graves coming up. Thinker coming up. So make sure you're subscribed and following me. Have a great night. Bye.